Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jenna Jeff, and we are live for the Usual Suspects halftime show. It's Friday night. So currently I'm flying solo. Nobody else has joined as of yet, but hopefully we'll get some of the guys on here pretty quick. So we've got one person watching. BK, Brian, how are you? Glad you could join me. If you... Oh, there's Preston. Preston is running a little bit late, as are apparently some of the other guys. So while we're waiting for people to show up, and we've got Brian in the comments and Preston in the comments, what are your thoughts on the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer that came out on Tuesday? Any thoughts? Any ponderings? Do we think we're going to see Toby and Andrew? There's a lot of rumors circulating around right now. Yes, they are definitely hiding something. And if you have seen the... Oh, there's Chris. If you have seen the breakdown on the trailer where Lizard gets punched, looks like he gets punched in the face by the Invisible Man, I have a funny feeling that that is either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire that's responsible for that. Oh, Chris, we can give you some time. We've got nothing but, brother. And then we've got the big letdown of, we thought we were getting an Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, and we didn't, but on Disney Plus Day. But we did get to see a little teaser of things to come from both Star Wars and Marvel. So yes, you are not the only one. I am actually really looking forward to seeing a full trailer for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. On another note related to Disney Plus series, apparently they hired the actress who is going to play Sabine Wren in the Ahsoka series. All right. Well, I'm not going to be by myself for much longer because we have the Kentucky Kryptonian. How are you?
How's it going, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm glad to not be talking to myself anymore.
I kind of figured that. I was like, man, don't want to leave you by yourself. No, I was coming. I had to run to the bathroom, and then I've got actually like all of my install I don't have a very big desk, and I have my install out on my desk right now, and so I've got like my soldering iron and my helping hands and all my stuff here. So I had to get my camera out, and yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be late. I actually tried to be here on time.
It is all good.
So just watched Shang-Chi and Legends of the Ten Rings with the kiddo. Banging movie. If you have not seen it, it is
I
freaking fantastic.
have not yet. I've been waiting.
Then I'll
I've
keep
been
spoilers to myself.
I've been waiting to sit down with my kids and watch it.
It's on Disney Plus, or Because I Trust You. If you need it later, hit me up and I'll give you my Voodoo account and you just watch it off my Voodoo.
Well, I've got Disney Plus, so
It should be on Disney Plus then.
Oh yeah, it is. We just haven't had time to sit down and watch it. It's been a busy couple of weeks. So
it has been, man.
Lots of things have been happening.
My wife, if you see me glance that direction, my wife is actually watching it because she had to do some things while we were watching it. And she had to like run a couple places, so she's like, "I'm just going to watch it while you're on your live stream." So it's like, you see me glance over it, it's because it's catching my attention. It's a really good movie, man, and
it looks phenomenal, actually.
I have not been hyped about a Marvel movie other than the Spider-Mans. I haven't been hyped about anything since End Game. I was not hyped about Black Widow. I did not care. I still have not watched it. I do not. I mean, I might watch the Eternals, but they're like few things that bother me with them are really petty, but they bother me enough that I won't watch them. It's like, why have this super powerful group of people that just was like, hey, we'll just let all this happen right now. So nah. And there's no excuse. There's no whatever. It's just It's just the way they wanted to do it. I get that, but
well, and so you and I were talking earlier this week about the whole the fact that we didn't really get Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield confirmed in the trailer that dropped on Tuesday.
Man, I have been watching everything.
But there is that mysterious John Cena punch to Lizard's head in the trailer that they didn't.
Furthermore,
really hit
me and my brother talked about this. There's a 3-person fight on the villain side that you see, and then in the trailer you see the one person. Now, for the sake of argument, let's just say that they decide to. When have they ever put Spider-Man against 3 people at the same time? They put Tobey Maguire against Sandman and all that in 2 or in the end of 3, but then it wasn't very long before Harry come into his rescue. So he wasn't by himself. So the dynamic has always been to square it up, to make it an even 1-on-1, 2-on-2, whatever kind of fight. So I don't see that.
But the thing that Marvel is notorious for, which they did with the Endgame trailer, is the quantum suit scene where they're all walking through the Avengers compound hangar to the platform. In the trailer that we saw in theaters and on TV, they actually edited out certain Avengers from that trailer. So Marvel has a history of editing people out of trailers. So, and I think that's what we're getting here, is that they've edited out. They've edited out the other 2 Spider-Man. So while we're in the middle of this, I'm going to bring in our boy Ninja Jedi Order.
What's up,
Aaron?
Look at
that face. Look at that. Yes.
Look at that Melgus.
Yes.
I thought I'd share that.
Dope.
You should have just left it like that, bro.
You're right. Yeah, but then it's weird. Like, why am I,
Because it's in costume, bro.
I know.
Right.
I should have done this for Halloween.
Right. I felt almost lonely until.
So while we're talking about it, Aaron and Mike, do you guys want to weigh in on this trailer and the lack of Toby and Andrew?
Yeah.
Which trailer?
That new
Spider-Man,
3 minute.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm.
Did you not see the new Spider-Man trailer, Andrew
Um,
or Aaron?
I saw it in theaters when we went to go watch The Immortals,
Okay,
which I thought
Yeah.
The Immortals was actually really good.
What'd
it
you
looks
think?
good. Or the Eternals.
Or The Eternals, yeah.
So do we think we're getting Andrew and Toby?
I think so.
You think so?
I think they're gonna make it like a big secret for now, and then they're just gonna blow us away.
Yeah.
Well,
Holland said it was the tip of the iceberg.
yeah, he can't really say
Right.
too much. He's messed up in the past. If you've seen some of those
Yeah,
videos.
I think he's got it in his contract where he's not allowed to like really do a whole lot of interviews until the movie actually comes out because he has a problem with
Him?
spoiling things.
And
Not-
Mark Ruffalo messed up once.
And
Yeah.
not to mention the fact that people are out there and they're like, oh well, they've done interviews where they're saying, look, I'm not in the movie. Have you ever heard of any kind of agreement where in said agreement to get paid or whatever, there are stipulations in your contract? Who's to say that deny everything until the movie premiere? Deny everything. What's to say that's not in their contract?
Yeah, well,
for Garfield and for Maguire to just deny everything.
Oh, 100% it is.
You know what I'm saying? So like people are like,
Exactly.
well, they've went on record to deny it, and they could be paid to. You could pay me to say no. If I was in, so you could pay me to be like, no,
Right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think they did it a lot with my thoughts that come to mind are what's his name? Amy Dermott for Palpatine for episode 9, and also Ewan McGregor. Like,
Yep.
they were like, "We're ever going to see you back?" And they're like, "Yeah, like, people were like rumoring, like, all right, there's going to be a show, like something's happening." He's like, "No, there's no show. It's not me. I'm not coming back."
Well, they did that with Hamill as well for this last Mando series.
With who?
With Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
That's right. Yeah, he was like,
nobody. I mean, even very, very few of the cast and crew even knew that he was there. Like, it was just straight up hush hush. Hey, the Jedi's going to be Plo-Koon even though he's dead.
Yeah,
They
and
even
that's
just
the
recently-
thing. All the cast thought it was Plo Koon until Mark Hamill walked through the door.
They even like had fake concept art. I don't know if you guys
they
know.
did.
So yeah, and then they recently released like I don't know, was it a couple months ago of like him on set, like I guess like in the suit, like even like in what he was wearing, and then they I guess like just deep faked over it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And then somebody deep faked over that, and then now that guy works for Disney.
Right.
Yeah. Now that guy works for Disney.
I forgot the name.
Isn't that the best
something
story
with
ever?
the C or something. Yeah.
That's like
That's almost like
the
new Battlefield 2042 trailer. Have you guys seen that?
For what?
The Battlefield 2042 trailer.
I haven't seen it. What was?
So I forgot the name of the move, but in the original Battlefield, where it was a trick shot where the dude jumps out of a plane, grabs the rocket launcher, shoots the plane, and gets back in his aircraft and flies off. It was it was viral for years. The makers of Battlefield actually put that in the new trailer for the game. And dude was absolutely blown away that they did that. But
that's pretty neat.
Well, yeah, because they put up a reaction to him watching the trailer and seeing what he did a decade ago. Yeah. That was pretty dope.
Yep.
So.
Oh. What else? I love that they put, that they had just, they didn't really show too much of the Green Goblin, but in the trailer, but he had like Willem Dafoe's voice, and it was just that iconic, like, Spider-Man.
Did you see where they said that on set he was like pretty much in a cloak and like hooded.
Oh,
and
him?
robed.
Yeah.
And then
For sure.
like Tom Holland Tom Holland walked into him one day and he said it like scared the crap out of him. He's like, oh, it's like
Right.
you're here. And so yeah, that man, like,
What was it? Mark Ruffalo messed up once. He was like, they were like, oh, so what do you how's this movie's gonna be crazy, huh?
He's like, yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah, but we're like, wait, what do you mean everybody dies? And what was it?
And he's just like,
What was it? The guy who plays Sam.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony
Yeah,
Mackie.
and Mackie was like, yo.
He was like, oh no, yeah.
It's like I don't know this guy.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that
Crazy.
was
Everybody.
and it's just, man, it just goes to show their excitement about what
They're
they're
excited.
on.
Yeah.
And giving that to the fans, like, that is beautiful. I know it's not. I know I'm not famous. I know that I'm not anywhere like that. But that's how I feel when I make fonts and I do things that I'm doing. Like, I get so excited because, man, I just want. It's not about. I like to make a little bit of money for my time, but really, man, it's just about putting my work out there for other people to enjoy in the hobby. And so I kind of understand, like, people that make us movies. They spend their lives entertaining us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I understand that aspect of, like, getting real excited because these people like really appreciate your work and you're excited for them to see it. And so, I mean, it must be hard not to spoil things from time to time when you're like, "Ooh, I want to tell you so bad, but I can't." It's like, so it's neat. Yeah, it's just neat.
It's
think it's
so
gonna be
true
nice.
though. Yeah.
What do you think, guys, about the theory? People saying, like I saw on Instagram too, like everything that's happening, like in the trailer, you see Mary Jane falling, right? This Mary Jane, and it's like, is that the same time Gwen is falling, the same time the original movie, when the redheaded Mary Jane, what's her name,
Kirsten
Dunst,
Kirsten
is
Dunst.
falling? Like, is that happening at the same time, and then they just all merge somehow and they come in to our, that universe, or is it like, kind of like Loki?
Because I've heard that there is like this. Think of it kind of like the Flash when he phases, like there's like a multi-dimensional kind of hand grab action that's like happening. So is it gonna, I see what you're saying, like kind of cross dimensions right there where it's, it'd be real cool to see like another, like, okay, here's a theory. Like, it would be cool if it like crossed dimensions right then, and that may have been possible reason that Garfield never saved Gwen.
Right.
You never know. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, it could be different versions of everybody.
All fan theory stuff.
Yeah, like even Doc Ock. I don't know. That's a different version because he had the red on his tentacles, and it was like, I don't know. It was a little like what if he killed Peter, or what if in his universe, like, I don't know. It looked a little weird. Like he was a little more.
It'll be interesting how they merge the 10 Rings series in with everything.
That'd be interesting
because that was a really good movie too.
Really good movie. And also my thoughts were on Electro. Right, Electro was like, he wasn't blue. His lightning was yellow. Like,
So he's
I like
Electro.
the direction that they've taken with him in.
He's called Electro, but he looks more like Shocker.
That's right. Even like I thought I saw like things like on his arms or something, almost like his powers are made like he wasn't made that way, or maybe it just helps him control it. Who knows? But it was like straight up just Jamie Foxx with electrical powers. Like I didn't see just like the one from The Amazing 2. So
and they didn't want to do that this time around with him. They wanted to go more classic comic book version. When he uses, if you watch it carefully, when he uses the shock, like the electrical powers, you can see the star mask appear over his face.
Yes, that was a throwback. I really like that. It reminded me of obviously I've seen Electro before, but it reminded me of, if you guys remember, in Spider-Man, the PS4 game, if anyone played it.
I played some of it.
In the PS4 edition, just the way that he was moving, like just for a second that we saw him, just the way the electric was like animated or whatever, it reminded me of that Electro. So it was cool. I was like, wow,
Right.
that's cool that it did that.
Well, and
that's
the
weird stuff,
thing that I found the most interesting about the trailer is when Doc Ock pins Spider-Man up against the pillar and the mask comes off. He looks at him and says, "You're not Peter Parker."
I was thinking like had to do that on purpose because he's probably getting his ass beat, and he's probably like, I gotta take the mask part off, so he sees like I'm telling the truth. He's probably like, I'm not your Peter, like I don't know who you are, and then he just like took it off. I mean, it doesn't matter because at that point everybody kind of knew he was Spider-Man, right? Isn't this the point of this movie? Like everyone knows.
Well, the point of this movie is to
right, or maybe not.
Basically continue the multiverse thing that was started in Loki.
So right from the so from what I understand of the movie's direction, the trailer and everything, what we're gonna see, and this is just a theory, but this is the way that we have been, everything has been dropped to us and given everything that's been given to us, I've situated into this order. When the movie opens, it's gonna kind of like right where the other one left off, like, holy shit, the whole world knows I'm Spider-Man. And he's going to go to Doctor Strange to try and fix this. And then that's where everything's going to become botched right in the beginning. And then the rest of it is going to be where it exploded this multiverse. And then like Doc Ock says, he comes in, well, you're not Peter. Well, that's why, is because he like screwed up and he went back. He like Doctor Strange says that he's like, you want everybody to basically forget that they found out. So you want to do a spell so everybody forgets that never happened. Right. And when he does that spell, it botches everything and opens up this whole multiverse of stuff. So when Doc comes in and says you're not Peter, by that time the whole world should have forgotten.
You're right. That's true.
But
now everything's messed up.
And then yes, not only that though, he's like, I don't know if this is a line that they said and then they went and added more people. I don't know where it comes from, but he's like, don't you see? Everybody that's came is people that Spider-Man has killed in another universe, but not Sandman, not Lizard. He let them dudes go.
That's true.
Yeah. I wanted Paul Giamatti's Rhino to come in somewhere.
Have you seen the amount of memes from that scene that you mentioned, Jeff, with like he pins him against the wall? They're endless.
No,
right now.
I
There's
haven't.
what if there's like what if oh yeah, it's not Peter, you're not Peter, you're J. Jonah Jameson, and he's like, you're fired. And then there's like, you're not Peter, you're Toby, and it's like Toby because it is Peter, and he's like, oh, you're gonna cry, and like and then Doc Ock starts like, oh.
So this meme is gonna pick up and where the family memes from Fast 9 left off, or what?
Right.
So that's gonna be
memes for the next 2 months.
So many.
That's gonna be the meme until the movie comes out.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they did it.
I like how what was I gonna say? I hope they show like if they do start coming through, right, and stuff, the Spider-Mans or whatever. Like, I hope they show like it'd be cool to see from their universe, like a portal opening up or something happening, like we're just mixing, kind of like in Into the Spider-Verse. If you guys ever saw that,
yeah,
like
and I
think that's
I
think that's kind of where they're pulling some of their ideas from, is Into the Spider-Verse, because if you think about it, in that movie, the Spider-Man of that universe dies, and the Spider-Man that comes through from another universe is an older version of Peter Parker, which would be in this movie would be your Tobey Maguire.
Technically.
And then he comes in, then he dies.
and he would kind of mentor Tom Holland through the movie.
Yeah.
So
that was actually a really good. I loved that movie. For
Which
an
one?
animated,
Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, for an animated, it was amazing.
Yeah, for an animated, it really was.
My son, I think my older son, he basically like that's one of the first movies he set fully through, and he was just like, "Wow, that was really good." And I'm like, "You liked it, right?" That's it. After that, they came out, I think, in the Spider-Man. Was it the Spider-Man game? No, the second one with Miles Morales as Spider-Man for PS4.
Right.
We got it last winter, was it? And they came out with a suit that basically, when you put it on, it's the one from that movie.
Right.
It gives you this like skill where it basically like makes everything like kind of like how the movie was. You know how it would like kind of like shake or like kind of. So only when you wore that suit, you could do that. And if you didn't want that little like lower frame rate type of movement, you put on a different suit. So I thought that was nifty. Yeah, guys. I changed my icon, by the way. I don't know if you saw when you pulled up my chat thing.
Yes.
I changed it to Cole's drawing when he drew me or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is Cole?
Cole is
He's
not
not
in
here
here
yet.
today.
Cole is on the treadmill.
He's not in here yet. He might be on the treadmill.
I did talk to Jeff Birch, and he wishes he could be here, but
Nice.
he messaged me and was actually just pulling into his driveway from a 2-week business trip. So,
Oh, wow.
Beat. He's beat.
so yeah, so he wants to. He said to say hi to everybody, but he will not be joining
tell
us
him we said
tonight.
hello.
So
Tell him we said hello.
Nice. Cool.
We always like when Jeff is around.
right.
Who else? Anybody else on their way to the stream?
Chris Salmon should be coming on shortly.
Nice.
But I think he's still driving currently.
No.
And then I was assuming that Aaron 2 would be here and Aaron 1 would be here.
I was talking to
Aaron.
Aaron.
We know way too many Aarons.
Which
Aaron
Aaron?
Johannan.
Ron.
There's Aaron and Johannan.
Yeah.
Just call him that.
And then
Johannan, I actually
Aaron
talked to
Ayo.
most of the day. We were talking about that saber that I ordered. If you guys caught that. So and some other stuff, some business. Basically, what's happening is I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but basically, my fallen saber with the flight one, the one that's like it wasn't as expensive. I sanded it.
The base
I made it
one.
more. Yeah. So that one, he's interested in the empty of it.
Right.
So I was like, I got you, because the Master Q flight, I ordered it empty with that Benzala one. I ordered it empty, and I'm gonna put the electronics because they interchange. You could put them into any flight series saber. So I'm gonna put the electronics into the Master Q, and then the that empty's going to him. I'm actually shipping it out probably tomorrow to him. Yeah, he's gonna do something with it. Not gonna say what, but he wants to work on it. He loves that Cal Kestis stuff.
Yes, he
Don't we all?
does.
But he really loves it.
He really loves Fallen Order.
I'm
actually surprised he's not here.
Yeah, I didn't talk to him about the stream actually at all. We were just doing other stuff, and so.
Where's my brain stuck for?
Chris is still on the road to nowhere.
Guys, someone's at the door, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right.
All right.
All right, brother.
Good.
Yep. I'm still gonna be like in it. I'm just gonna. Mute
Oh,
myself.
You gonna try and get in on that S3 drop, Preston? No.
Sir.
Not even gonna try.
Nah, I got way too much going on, man.
Mm.
Way too much. I want to. We've been actually discussing that. If you ain't seen it, I was discussing it the other day. First off, I'll never get in on an RTS because, I'd rather break my computer first. I think it's stupid. You're that reputable, so I get it, but I think it's not stupid. For me, it's stupid. Because I know that I would get real disappointed if I couldn't beat the rush. So to me, it's just dumb to try.
Right.
they have a beautiful product, and I love it, man. They're like on par quality with their stuff. I so want a Vectra so bad. Like, I reached out to them one time just to ask a question. They were like super responsive. Like, I really want to be a Saber Trio owner, but I fear that I'm either going to have to wait a really, really, really long time, or I'm going to have to buy one secondhand. And I really hate that because I really want to support them, but it's so hard, and I never seem to have. Like, this year, I've kind of got the money, but with a nice announcement that was made earlier this week before I got a chance to really know anything, I just kind of woke up to a fucking announcement that long. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but it was irritating, and I don't care if anybody sees it. It irritated me.
Right.
It irritated me because nothing was really discussed with me, and poof, here you go. See you later. Deuces. Thanks for whatever. And that's how I felt about it. I felt a little disrespect on it. And it was just so that instantly tied up everything that I've got going. It put me behind so far. Yeah. It was not a fun day to wake up to at all.
Well, and I mean with Saber Trio, it's really tough to get in on
the RTS.
The RTS is different.
No.
When they open the store for custom stuff, it's really hard. Like, if you're not in there within 30 seconds, you're screwed.
No, Mike said, this is how I got all this information. Mike ordered his. Their store stayed open for like 24 hours for them to get orders in. The RTS Saber is worth. I don't care about an RTS Saber. I'll wait. Dude, let me get an order in. I'll wait 18 months. I'll wait 2. I don't care. I'll wait. I mean, I know their wait times usually 6 months, I think, something like that. Their wait time's not outrageous.
No,
I would wait for,
depending on the level of work you're requesting, it changes their wait time, right?
Yeah, I know the acid etch stuff takes a lot longer. Like with me, the last drop they did in August, they shipped my stuff out the other day, and I should get it Thursday.
Yeah.
So
is this your Aaron and
the Aaron and the Vectra? Yeah.
Let's not talk to him about the other one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to write
Aaron
up
and the other one.
We're gonna have to write up a visitation agreement.
That's fine. We can do small little StreamYard streams on the side. Just let me see it. I'll reach out and you can be like, and I'll act like I'm playing with it, and then that's fine. That's cool.
See, and like the Vectra, is definitely a nice build, but
to me,
I was always drawn to the Aaron. So when Mike was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about selling my Aaron. If you're interested," I'm like, yeah, I am. You don't have to ask me twice,
right? Like, if he was to get his in, and he was to be like, I could really do without this Vectra, and I wasn't the first person he called, like, take your friendship card and just rip it up, bro. I was just
hold a lighter to it. No, I actually thought about that. I was like, if I do get the Vectra in and I absolutely hate it, Preston's going to be the first one I call.
Yeah, if you hate it, please. Like, no BS. Please.
No, I would.
I'll show y'all something real quick. Come on.
And that's the nice thing. Like, if you're going to buy a secondhand Saber Trio, I mean, you can't go wrong buying one secondhand.
Right.
But if you can get it from somebody even better.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, no wait time.
Well, it's not that there's no wait time. You know that it's not somebody that's buggered it up and is just trying to take your money.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, if you got to buy one secondhand, if you're if you're looking for something secondhand and you can get it from a friend, like, I would always buy it from a friend versus, and that's not to say that it's just when you're dealing with secondhands, like, I may have had more experience. Some people, when they're selling stuff, they don't really want to talk. They're just like, hey, man, this is for sale. There's the details. If you want to buy it, if you don't, move along. And it's like with a friend, you can sit there and shoot the crap and talk with them and find out stuff. And so I showed off this that I got. So I went to TCSS and got a pommel and an insert to match the... and so when it's installed, I'm going to kind of turn it the right way so it kind of matches. And
that's nice.
And then there's going to be a nice little speaker jack dead center of or headphone
Yeah, but
jack.
that's
not speaker
okay.
jack.
That's okay. It looks cool.
That's the Sith Star, right?
It's the Sithy logo. That's I can't remember the exact like logo
Yeah.
for it, but I think it's I want to say it's the Sith Empire. I don't know. I've got them pulled up. I had them pulled
Yeah,
up.
Sith Empire. Yep.
Yeah.
Star Wars logos.
So did you guys catch the new intro that we had?
I did not.
I did not catch. I came in just a minute late.
Were you around for the usual suspects new intro that Aaron played?
Yes, I was last week.
On his last week.
Mm-hmm. That I was.
Mine is virtually the same. Let's see if I can pull up the.
You might be able to.
Well, I can pull up the second screen because I'm running the stream.
Right. Where is my
on my other screen? So we will share screen. You won't be able to hear the audio, but this was brought to us by Jim at Fulcrum and the Force. So we got the lovely countdown. Jim is such a cool guy. He was supposed to join us tonight. I don't know if he's actually
he's at a con or was at a con this weekend.
Yeah, he's going to a con to help his. So that is our new halftime show logo.
I like it.
Intro, right?
Nice.
So
It's
having
nice.
two screens and one mouse really screws you up because you never know where your mouse is.
I don't even have two screens, so you guys is lucky.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse all at the same time. So
look at this fat thing.
Is that a 31 millimeter?
Yeah, dude. It's bulky.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember who I was talking to. Was it you maybe that said there's a 34 millimeter or a 33?
Yeah, I've got a 33.
Yeah, your brother's Graflex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy.
And I've
Can't
always
even imagine.
like you could probably put his Graflex on 3000. It's profit, so you could probably put it on 3000, and it probably wouldn't hurt nothing. It probably just distort the sound a little bit. See, that's what. It's not that the speaker can't take it; it's that after you push the volume so high, it'll distort the amperage on the board, or the power of the board and the amp that is basically on the board that drives like the speakers and such. When you turn it all the way up and you crank it to its max, it'll distort or.
Look at this guy.
No, look at this guy. In the comments, but right here. Get here. Get
right
here. There's here. This is where we love you, sir. We love you. We miss you. Come hither.
So I've kind of decided, because there's times where we have fours, Johannan and yourself and Aaron on screen, that we can refer to Aaron or fours as Aaron. We can refer to Johannan as Ayo, and we can refer to you as AC.
That works.
And then oh, see, he's not home.
Then you stop messaging while you're driving. We had this conversation yesterday.
Right?
You listen to us and we'll just serenade you with our voices while you enjoy your drive.
Yep.
Well, and I mean, he video calls too. He's like driving, and
that's
I'm like,
fine.
dude, what are you doing?
It's the typing.
Right.
Because, dude, I mean, I can video call somebody and look away. Like, I can
Right.
be like driving and have my phone over here and be like driving just fine, but you have to look to type.
Oh.
Nah, refer to me as 4Z.
4Z or 4Z. 4Z.
No, I like 4Z. It's much more eloquent. Like
Okay, well,
with the,
then you're gonna have to do this every time you say it.
I have to do that because okay, I have a really weird problem, and the older I've gotten, it really sucks. I'm double jointed, and my pinky sticks, and it's bent because I broke it years ago. So like it stays out all the time like this because when I go to bend it, it sticks. So a lot of times I don't bother, and just resting, it stays straight.
Right.
It's weird. He's some 4Z to Chris. It's because we're a little bit more refined, sir.
Right.
We call you 4Z.
Foze.
The legendary 4Z in the house.
So, what did while we kind of talked Spider-Man, we've kind of waiting to talk a little bit of the Star Wars announcements.
Well, the biggest one I was waiting on just bombed to death. So,
which is what?
Obi-Wan. I told y'all that. I was waiting on Obi-Wan forever.
Yeah.
They just
They were just like, oh, here's a scene where Ewan's doing this and then turns away from the camera, and then we see him without a beard talking, and it's like, really?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now? Like,
That's
we got a better teaser trailer for Book of Boba Fett a year ago at the end of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So, what upcoming Marvel show are you most excited for that they announced on Disney Plus Day? Because
I don't know what they announced Marvel show was.
We got Ms. Marvel coming. We've got She-Hulk coming. We've got Moon Knight coming with Oscar Isaac.
Well, you're talking about shows, not movies, right? Or shows and movies. Which
shows?
Movies.
Disney
I'm most
Plus
excited.
shows.
Wait, is Moon Knight a show?
Yes, it is.
I thought that was a movie. Okay.
No,
I'm
it's
pretty
a
excited
Disney
about
Plus
that
show.
one. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one.
And we're getting Secret Invasion.
I'm not excited for any animated thing they do.
It's not animated.
It's not?
No.
I did not know that. I thought that was going to be animated. Because, I want to watch What If Season 1 only for Chad Boseman. Like, I don't even... I'm not a big... I have a few Star Wars fonts that way, but I'm not actually a big What If type of person.
Right.
It doesn't... it's not... Just not
and
me.
then we're getting Ironheart.
I remember that.
Armor Wars with Don Cheadle.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I don't know anymore then. I just toss my whole thing in the bag and let me just shuffle around and yank one out then. I don't know.
I'm excited for pretty much everything they got coming. Like Disney Plus in terms of streaming service
Take your time.
is knocking it out of the park with these things.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to get better on their trailer releases.
Well, I think for the most part, the only time they really mess up trailer releases is when they're not trying to reveal things.
Right.
Because think about it, like, yeah, it's a great trailer. We got like 3 minutes of Spider-Man stuff, and it's like still just like you're leaving enough that you're giving us some information, but it's like the perfect. Holland said it perfectly. The tip of the iceberg. And I mean, that's great though, in the same sense. You're not revealing everything. You're not revealing key things about it. But I don't know. It's just when they're not trying to spoil things, then they can just give a good trailer.
And I mean with the one thing that we do know, even though they didn't give us a full Obi-Wan trailer, we do know that that what we are going to see for a showdown between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader is not going to be a flashback. It is going to be current, which is kind of cool. And a lot of people are like, well, how are they going to do that? Because
the only thing it's going to do, it's going to render one line pointless. It's going to change Darth Vader's A New Hope line and make that make no sense when they do that.
No, it's going to make it make perfect sense.
How?
Because he said, when I left you to Obi-Wan. And it's going to make it make perfect sense. Because if you go back to Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan left Anakin on Mustafar.
Yeah.
So
I guess I've never read into it that deep. I just more so looked at it as the hidden meaning of it. Like,
so I think what we're gonna get is somewhere in the show they're gonna have a showdown and Vader's gonna leave him for dead, thinking he's got no hope. And
or maybe it was speculation. It wasn't necessarily Vader meaning Obi-Wan personally, but when I left you, meaning you as in the Jedi Order.
That could be.
It could be, but I think with the fact that they want to make the showdown between them,
yeah,
right?
Maybe Vader finally got the high ground. I don't know.
Maybe we see them duke it out within the first, 3 or 4 episodes of the series,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of it he spends recuperating and reflecting on things that have happened. I don't know. They could do just about anything.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'd like to see a Darth Vader and Starkiller series. That'd be pretty dope.
I mean, they've and apparently, and I actually just looked this up because I had heard rumors that they confirmed Sabine Wren for Ahsoka, and according to IMDb, they haven't. But the 2 cast members that are listed for Ahsoka that are confirmed is Rosario Dawson and Hayden Christensen.
Mm-hmm.
So Hayden Christensen is coming back to Star Wars.
Yeah, he's coming back to Star Wars for real. Yeah, he's coming back in this. He's coming back in Ahsoka.
Because he's listed in this as Anakin / Darth Vader. So we're gonna get some flashback stuff from Clone Wars era.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
So
well, and I only say
Stark would be exciting.
I know, like me and Forge play the Galaxy of Heroes game, which is, I mean, it's a Disney. It's put out by another company, but they have to get the licensing rights from Disney and stuff like that to do it. But they just released a new character in the game, Dash Rendar, from Shadows of the Empire.
Are you talking about Galaxy of Heroes?
Yes,
dude.
So they just released.
I need to send you my tag because I started a what do you call it? The clan or whatever.
Clan,
yeah, the guilds.
Okay.
I got a Usual Suspects, and I was supposed to try and find Force and Mike on there, but
we need to just post that type of stuff in the Suspects chat. Like anybody that's got like Xbox, PlayStation, anybody that plays this game or that game, just post your tags.
Yep.
Because I know Aaron gets on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I game on Xbox.
So they just released Dash Rendar, but the reason they released him is he's going to be an unlock down the road for Starkiller.
Nice.
So essentially through the game, and I mean, I don't know how much weight this would hold, but if you're looking at canon stuff, if in fact they do have to have rights from Disney to do this stuff, they just made Dash Rendar canon and Starkiller's now canon.
Yes. And
So-
actually, I was playing this morning while I was eating breakfast, and just did all the event
Mhm.
for the Dash Rendar, and I actually unlocked Dash Rendar this morning.
Yep.
I was like, yes.
He's a good character.
Dude, speaking of Shadows of the Empire, they need to bring Prince Zizor into canon. Because
I
that dude
forgot
was
about that.
dope from Shadows of the Empire.
Yep.
Because he was part of the Black Sun.
Yep.
And they made Black Sun canon.
Yeah, they did.
So, like, get on top of this, guys. Let's go.
What are we doing?
Do you remember Shadows of the Empire? Preston?
No.
Well, you know Black Sun and how Maul takes over Black Sun in Solo. Right?
Mhm.
Well, after that is Prince Zizor. And
Ooh.
he was actually one of the same species of aliens that was running the Black Sun when Maul took it over in Clone Wars, the animated series Clone Wars. So,
Oh, okay.
we need to get some more of these Shadows of the Empire
Right.
characters in
Wasn't
canon.
Sizewar the same species as Bane?
I'm not
Cad
sure.
Bane.
I'm not sure.
I'd have to go back and look. That's Google worthy. Get on my.
And then all of
internet.
a sudden I have 9 stuff.
Oh.
You've earned a badge.
Let's see.
Ah, somebody's got some leftover S&D stuff, I see. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no
Yeah.
money. Ah, man.
S&D.
Yep, that really sucks. That's like a half of Reliant right there. Yeah, S&D, Saberforge S&D sale went out. I almost want those claws just to see what I can do with them. I have no idea why either.
So, Aaron, are you at all a Harry Potter fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that?
I like it.
It's a
What
Lego.
up? What up, Ian?
A Lego wand?
Yes,
Oh, that's cool.
because it goes with this. If I can get it, if I can
Ian.
safely get it down.
Ian is in the house. Everybody say hello to Ian.
Fun fact, Jeff, Prince Sizewar was actually in Phantom Menace.
Really?
So was Quinlan
Yep.
Bob.
Yeah, I knew
Quinlan
about
Voss
Quinlan
was,
Voss.
yeah.
It took me.
So,
I didn't know. It was new to me.
That
like this
wand
year.
goes with this.
Oh, cool. I do like that.
Hey, so I saw something the other day, and I'm gonna need this made into a lightsaber. And since I know somebody that makes lightsabers, I actually might try to convince him to make this for me. So Supernatural fan, right?
Yes.
I saw somebody 3D print an angel blade the other day, and I got to thinking, I know a guy that makes blades, and I know a guy that makes lightsabers, and hence I am gonna have an angel blade.
See, and there is
And then
so
I'm gonna
many.
get it. I'm gonna get it etched with Supernatural, like the pentagrams and like the Enochian symbols, and yeah, bro, I'm gonna go hard with this. This is gonna be my Supernatural project over the next year that I'm gonna try to get made.
See,
and done.
and there is so many things that are from like the nerd universe that you could turn
Right on
into
you.
you could turn into a lightsaber,
Exactly.
right?
Like I saw somebody 3D print it, and like the the angel, what you would consider the hilt part, was like long enough in the person's hand. Like it was from like here to like here. It was a good length. And then the blade on it looked like a 12-inch, 12 to 16-inch, like kind of pointed daggerish like tip blade like. And that would be easy to do.
Yeah.
For somebody like I buy blades from Sacktown Steve because I don't buy them very much and he don't make them very often. So
well,
like I could hit him up for a custom commission or something.
And I mean, honestly, you could take something like, a Harry Potter wand handle and add like a 7-inch blade to it and make like a wand dagger. Like there's so many things.
Wheel that we had on the show.
Holyfield.
Yeah. I couldn't remember his last name. He makes stuff like that. He probably could make stuff like that.
He makes the wands and he makes his own hilts.
But that's what I'm saying.
It would be cool to do a combination, right?
That's what I'm saying. With what he does, he could probably figure out how to combine that.
Oh, 100% he could. 100% he could. There's so many things that you could take.
So I looked it up. Zizor was a Faline and Bane was a human, so they were not the same.
Okay. But I think the Faline who were in control of the Black Sun when Maul started taking over the criminal underworld in the Clone Wars. So, and I think they take back control. So he was in the Phantom Menace, really?
Yeah. So, yes and no. So they used, for the background shots, they used a Micro Machines Prince Sizor figure in the crowd.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people are like, well, they used the figure, so he's canon now. But he's not exactly canon, however you want to look at it. But he was in the Phantom Menace.
Because I know Quinlan Voss is in the background in Phantom Menace. Which a lot of people are finding out now, but yeah, and like there's so many cameos that they have thrown into things, and I think they're just going to continue to do it and see how far they can push the envelope.
Right.
I mean, Filoni and Favreau are pushing it pretty far, which is awesome. I'm so happy about that.
Well, it's really cool to see how much of the legend stuff they're actually bringing into canon. Because there's so much good content.
And I think the nice thing is like everybody sees Jon Favreau before The Mandalorian as being basically a nobody. He was Happy Hogan in the MCU, but he started the MCU. He directed the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah,
that launched the MCU, and now him and Filoni are relaunching the Star Wars universe. Like the guy's groundbreaking. The guy deserves more credit than he gets.
I mean, not to mention, I could watch any movie with why would his name leave me right now? Why? Vince Vaughn. I would watch any movie with Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn. Any movie.
Right.
They crack me up. They're hilarious. And when he started directing stuff, I'm like, there is no freaking way Jon Favreau directed Iron Man. And like, I was like, what? And I was like, holy crap, dude. Like, I knew they're all big into doing stuff like that. So I knew that he was good at it, but it's like, wow, bro. wow.
Right.
And then to know that they started
'cause, I
stepping
mean,
into Star Wars is just, yeah.
Because, I mean, you look at the 3 Iron Man movies as a trilogy, like a standalone trilogy. The only good one was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to
Ah,
Robert Downey Jr., but
I like 3.
but the first one was still way better than the third one. Like there were parts of the third one that were really good, but the storyline with Aldrich Killian and the fake Mandarin was not the greatest storyline that they could have chose. Especially considering they brought out Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings with, I know this much about that movie, with the actual Mandarin in it.
Yes.
So like they just kind of, you look at Iron Man 3 and it's almost like they need to retcon Iron Man 3.
No. The Ten Rings has been in it since Iron
The
Man.
first Iron Man. I know.
Like it's been there. It's always been there.
It's always been there, but yeah, and
I mean, they've had a plan this whole time. If you didn't think they had a plan at this, 15 years ago when they started, they did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
Have you seen the Ten Rings yet, Jeff?
No,
No,
I have
that's why
not
he
sat.
can't.
I have
He
not
hasn't sat down to
to
watch it, and I'm watching it for
watch
my
it.
second
I want to
time.
watch
It's
it
like
with
6
my
hours.
kids.
Okay. Yeah, wife and I went to the theaters to go see it. It's good. It is really good. So I won't mention what I was going to mention then, since you haven't seen it.
Yes, don't.
Right.
Don't. We can talk about it later. It's fine.
So
You want to talk nerd stuff? We'll talk nerd stuff. I got you.
So the other thing that is big right now was tonight was the release of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Didn't see that. Well, I mean, I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
coming out yet. So
It came out today.
I knew it was coming out soon.
And it is a direct sequel to Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it completely skips over this remake.
Well, they're saying that the remake with the all-female cast is an alternate universe. Because
So with that, then
apparently
let's go
for
fan.
big Ghostbusters fans, there was a run of comics or something where there was an alternate universe. So I don't know.
So let's go fan for a second. Do you think that they would go back and make like a sequel to that movie, or do you think that like that's kind of why they went the direction with this one, is because that one was just like, I don't know how it did. I actually haven't seen it.
Right.
I don't know how it did in theaters. I haven't seen it to have a personal opinion if it was good or bad.
The female cast Ghostbusters, did you see it, Aaron?
I did not know.
Okay. It's all right. It's not bad, but from my understanding, it completely bombed in the theaters.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard. Well, I mean, it didn't have Bill Murray in it, so of course it did.
Well, it had Bill Murray. It had what's his face? Dan Aykroyd. It had Sigourney Weaver. It had Annie Potts in it, and I can never remember the guy that played Winston. I can never remember what his name is.
Ernie Hudson.
There you go, Ernie Hudson.
Link with the save.
So it had most of the original cast in it as
Right.
cameos, but they played other characters. So
Right.
where apparently in Ghostbusters Afterlife, they play the characters that they played in the 1984 and 1988 movies.
I can hear somebody's TV.
That's Preston's wife watching Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know. I really want to watch it, but
So
I haven't been able
apparently,
to
you're going to be
sit-
the only one here tonight that hasn't seen it.
Apparently. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of la 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 la.
No, if you
We'll
actually
just, we'll
start
just,
hearing,
we'll just tell you earmuffs.
well, if you're like, oh, I
Right.
can actually hear them talking, then just tell me to mute the thing. I'll be like, because yeah, it's. I mean, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
It's Chris. It's actually the son of the original director. It's Ivan Reitman's
Ooh,
son.
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that directed Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was his son. Yeah, because the writers of the original Ghostbusters was Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd, and I watched. I think it was the show on Netflix, the movies that made us, and it goes back and talks about old movies like Die Hard and how they got made, and it talks about Ghostbusters. And Dan Aykroyd actually said that him and Harold Ramis went to Harold Ramis's like vacation house and smoked a shit ton of weed and wrote the script for Ghostbusters.
Damn.
So yeah,
It's amazing what people do like that. A lot of the Stephen King movies, a lot of people are like, man, the ending, people don't like the endings because the books, the endings are always different than the movies. And that's because Stephen King, when he did a lot of his best work and a lot of his movies were, or a lot of his books were being made to movies, a lot of those were stuff that he wrote when he was like really, really, really deep into his alcoholism, man. Like it was a really, really messed up book. And I knew that they would never portray that on screen.
right.
Like it had some really messed up parts.
Isaac's in the house.
Isaac,
Yeah.
What up, Isaac?
Mr. Isaac.
So funny thing about Stephen King is even though he writes horror novels, he's actually got a really good sense of humor, but I don't think his kids feel the same way. Because do you realize that
posted that? His kids' names? Somebody's posted that here recently.
Sup, y'all?
yeah, it
About his
wasn't
kid's
me, but I went and actually looked it up, and he does have a son named. It was Cole that posted it.
Yeah.
It was Cole.
Yeah.
He has 3 kids. He has 2 sons and a daughter, and one of his sons' first name is Joe.
The other one.
So
is
his
Owen,
son's name
Owen
his
or
son's
something.
name is Joe King.
Yeah. And the other one he made fun of was Owen
Hey, Link.
King, I guess, which is almost like oinking.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
So yeah.
Not much, man. I was here. I
Yeah.
just had to answer the door and stuff. Had company, unexpected company.
So I can hear you pretty almost too loudly, Mike, but then Preston's the opposite where his mic is it's harder to hear
I
him.
turned it down.
What about now?
So you didn't hear the TV so bad.
Well, don't worry about that, brother.
Is this all right?
Yeah, that's good, Mike.
Yeah, no, it was like right in my mouth, the mic.
Yeah, which is why I pushed mine back into my headset. So because I mean when I have it down like yours,
Yeah.
Everybody complains in the private chat that Darth Vader's on screen. So I figured I'd push it back a little
Vader
bit so that we
2.0.
don't basically, right?
Vader.
So I realized something psychologically the other day why Vader was never my favorite growing up. And that was because I have asthma and I always got made fun of. And then to like Darth Vader, somebody who constantly sounded like he was having breathing trouble, just did not mesh well with me.
Yeah, man.
Right.
That totally makes sense.
But I always thought Vader was cool, but I didn't want to get made fun of on top of like they'd be like, "Oh, he's your hero because he's got asthma too," and I'm like, "Not cool, man."
I saw something once like, what if he never got burned? You know, just his leg sliced off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then maybe you would have liked him. It was still been Vader, just could have breathed normally.
Right.
Right.
If Qui-Gon had been stabbed by Maul.
Right.
Hey, I have an interesting theory about Qui-Gon, man.
Let's hear it.
An interesting fan theory. So I believe that Qui-Gon allowed himself
Lay it
to
on
get
us.
beaten because if he didn't allow himself to get Qui-Gon was really in tune with the Force, and he knew that Anakin would never be trained as long as he was still basically, and then as long as he was still in the picture. So basically, he would have to sacrifice himself in order for Anakin to be trained. Because without that, he would have still been in as Obi-Wan's kind of master still.
And
So
as soon as you said that you have an interesting theory about why Qui-Gon got beat, I'm like, I immediately went to the council would never have made Obi-Wan a master and would never have allowed Anakin to be trained by Obi-Wan if Qui-Gon was still in the picture. It makes perfect sense.
He does look, so he doesn't allow it and he kills Maul, written by George Lucas.
Doesn't allow it. He tells have a seat. Take a seat.
Right. Right.
It was it you that posted that meme earlier. It's like take a seat and it's a wall of seats.
Yes.
Yeah. There was another one I saw recently where he was like, somebody was saying it. Maybe it was Star Wars Theory. I don't know. It was like, what if he was like, no, I'm not gonna have a seat, dude. Like, I'll take your seat. And apparently it was in the novel for the movie. So and George Lucas approved it, but it never made it to screen. He basically, they didn't fight, but it was he's like, I'll take your seat, kind of why don't you Vapad, his fighting style, why don't you Vapad this or something? And then Obi's Anakin, please have a seat, and then he still sits, but he talk back to him first.
Which would be interesting because later on he was kind of the driving force that killed Mace Windu.
Yeah, and then he also, I think they cut it out where he was apparently originally supposed to say hey guys, well, not like that, but I'm more powerful than everyone in this room or something. But it's kind of he's already arrogant. You're gonna go more arrogant. It's
right.
Enough in the movie already. Yeah,
he was pretty arrogant throughout that movie already. Adding to it would have pretty much been some overkill.
And until we see Obi-Wan Kenobi and Book of Boba Fett, we're gonna say apparently resulted in Mace Windu's death.
Yeah,
because there is circulation or rumors circulating.
Yeah, there's been people about.
I'm hoping for that as much as I'm hoping for 3 Spider-Man in this movie. It's that real for me. I would love to see Mace Windu come back as this kind of scarred up older.
Hey,
because there was an interview a while back that Ming-Na Wen did, who plays Fennec Shand.
Okay.
And they were asking her about what it was like to work with Samuel L. Jackson, because they worked together on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
And she apparently referred to it was nice to be on set with him again. So ever since then, people have been speculating that we're going to get Mace Windu in Book of Boba Fett. And we have 1 month and 10 days till we get the first episode for Book of Boba Fett. So it seems so far away still.
Yeah, I'm sure gonna blink, and that's it's a few days after Christmas. You're gonna blink and it'll be here.
Well, and here's the worst thing is, I don't know how that works out calendar wise for our streams.
What day is it airing on?
Looking in the chat right now.
What day of the week is it supposed to be coming out on? Wednesdays or Thursdays? Does anybody know that yet? Because that would be.
They normally
it's on Wednesdays. It's on Wednesdays because the first episode is December 29th.
Which show is this?
Boba Fett.
Oh, Wednesday.
Book of Boba Fett. Yeah. So
His backpack's got
Whose
jets.
birthday around here is the 29th? Somebody's birthday.
Oh,
Is the 29th.
so
I'm the
December
24th.
3rd.
You're the 20th. Man, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to send y'all a birthday Christmas
I'm
gift.
Christmas Eve. No, it's all good.
So
Actually, yeah. Well,
Then you know what? Instead of it, I'll send y'all birthday gifts. I'll make your birthday something special.
24th is actually a Friday. Actually, 25th, Christmas.
yeah,
That falls
20
on Aaron's channel.
the 25th is on Aaron's
Yeah.
channel if we're doing a stream. The
Christmas.
31st, which is right after Book of Boba Fett launches, is on here.
Halftime. Yeah.
Yeah, is a halftime, and it sucks because the day that Book of Boba Fett comes out, we're going to be in an airport and on planes.
Oh yeah, you're going right there.
Yeah,
You're gonna be doing the
So-
halftime from what do you call it? From Galaxy's Edge.
yeah.
I
No,
wish I could have been there, man.
we're gonna do. We're probably gonna do like a midweek stream if people can get on, and we'll talk about that later. But we might
Mhm.
do a special day and time.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because there'll be a bunch of us down in Florida. So
Yeah, not me.
I know it sucks.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm stuck here in Washington. So
I'm going end of January. But
So we actually, while we're on the topic, you have a
Sweet.
Superman Christmas hat. That's dope.
I have 2 of them.
That is dope.
you got a lot of Superman stuff.
Yes, I do.
I know you do, and I know why. I just obviously I'm a huge fan.
I
I
have-
saw
I
like a
have-
wall, something you were showing us, or in a picture or something, and I saw a wall. It was like everything Superman. There was even a comic. I have that comic too, by the way.
Yeah, there's the whole wall that surrounds my TV. I've got a tall bookshelf, a small shelf, my TV, the TV stand, and then the wall in between all that is pictures and stuff. And yeah, it's all Superman right there.
In my
There's Superman right here above my desk.
in my theater room in the basement, even though my basement's not finished yet, I have a framed Superman poster on the wall in my theater room.
I need the real. I want when we move and I get a bigger space to actually have an office room.
Right.
I want to get the movie sized posters for each movie. If
Right.
I mean, dude, I'll pay for them. I don't care. It's like Star Wars stuff, man. If it's really that collectible, if I've got the money and I can purchase it, it's like, dude, if I had 10K and somebody had a Mamba for sale, come with it. I wouldn't care.
Well,
It's worth
Mike,
To me,
you've seen my. I sent you a video of my theater room,
I recently rewatched it too because
think
not just because
and
has to do with
and
every
I
gift.
I also love Scooby Doo, so I have like a 3-foot tall stuffed Scooby Doo in my theater room,
Nice.
and I also have a framed Scooby Doo poster that was used at an actual movie theater.
Ooh.
I was
Yeah,
looking at your
those,
video.
so.
I was trying to see which Lego heads you don't have, and I'm like, he has all of them. This is crazy.
I have all of them.
Yeah, you got them all.
I have all of
I'm
them.
looking. I'm like, is that one, that one, that one? I'm like, there's all of them. Do you have?
Hence the-
Did you ever get the Marvel ones or DC?
Uh,
Batman?
I have the Iron Man one, but that's it.
Oh, you built it?
Yeah.
Like it's. I didn't see it there. Maybe I missed it.
No, I don't have it downstairs yet.
That
Still,
R2 that you have is amazing. That with the saber in it.
that R2 is epic, but it is heavy. It is heavy.
I'm gonna head off here for a little bit. I'm gonna get some food, but I'll be back on a little bit later.
See you soon, dude.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, but
Hey, bud.
Good one.
so I'm interested now about that.
What the R2?
No, so I pulled up my Google feed for a second, and Screen Rant like a day or two ago, posted that Star Wars retcon Rebels series finale and Ezra Thawne's ending.
Are you saying that they retconned the end of Rebels?
That's what it says.
What do you mean?
I'm
by
gonna
that?
read. I'm gonna read this real quick.
Read it.
That is
Timothy
not okay.
Zahn's Thrawn ascendancy, lesser evil, subtly rewrites the dramatic series finale of Star Wars Rebels, setting
On the
up
book.
a spectacular future. Yes, I guess so.
So
The
while
the dramatic finale has just been subtly rewritten in the novel Thrawn Ascendancy, Lesser Evil, setting up a very different fate for Grand Admiral Thrawn and Jedi Padawan Ezra Bridger. And then I will link this in the. I will link this here in a second so everybody can read the rest of that.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a recent. I think that's a recent book.
It's what
I
it
almost
seems like.
Actually, got it on Audible. I wonder if Link, did you read any of those Thrawn books?
Not yet. It's on my list. I'm still trying to get through the new Visions Ronin novel,
Oh, yeah,
which
still reading it.
I've been so busy. I'm trying to listen to it.
Yeah, man.
So while we're on the subject of Lego and Star Wars and all that other stuff, have you seen this? Have you seen this?
What's that?
Have you seen this?
Yes, I
The
have.
Lego
Whoa.
UCS at. This thing
Yes, I have.
This thing is 25 inches tall. It is 2 feet tall.
Yes.
It is
Man,
It is 6,785 pieces. And
So
so
I
just a
vote-
few.
Look,
It's
I vote you
also
take a vacation to come see
$1,000.
me. I vote you take a vacation to come see me, and in this
Damn.
vacation I will get one. We'll put it together. Like we'll
This
spend
is-
a week chilling.
This is the Lego UCS set that I have been waiting for. That I have not bought the smaller $199 version of the AT-AT because I have been waiting for this one to come out. But yeah, it's $1,000, which is
Better
crazy,
$1 million.
right? And I wish I could buy it when they release it on, I think it's November 28th. No, November 26th. Because one of the giveaways that they're doing when you buy it the day it comes out is you get a full-size Lego Graflex
Oh,
Interesting.
hilt. Yeah,
damn.
you get the ESB Graflex hilt when you buy the UCS AT-AT when it first comes out,
That's cool, man.
right?
Hey,
Hell yeah.
But
Check my
I don't
post.
know where the hell I would put a
Across the
2-foot tall AT-AT.
so you need to, you just need to go
I was just
run.
gonna say we better find a spot for it.
I'm running out of room for Lego as it is.
I mean,
I don't even want to try to start collecting that kind of stuff because
It's not
even
gonna
though this office is like a decent size, there's no way, man. It's not going to be built for collecting things.
Right?
Yeah. The only thing I'm collecting is this big sumbitch right here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, I've
That's
seen
what
that
it's
thing.
going
That's
to
awesome.
know. Like,
Did you see
I have
my
it.
my head wig that I built last weekend with the kids?
Maybe I would have to go back
The one,
and see.
the one that the wings move, right?
No,
Oh, this is the other one.
this is the
There were
other
two.
one. This one.
Oh, damn.
No joke.
What is that, Harry Potter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's got the glasses,
Oh, the glasses.
Wow.
and the potion
Potions.
bottles, and
Lego
the
really goes
details.
all in, man. They do.
Yeah.
well, and I mean these potion bottles are a decent size, so like that tells you how big that set is.
Yeah.
That set's over 3,000 pieces.
I love. You know what I like about it though, man, is like, you get into it, you get your kids involved, like it's kind of like a family project, right?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that, man. I think that's fantastic.
So we did that. One of the kids and I did this, and one of the other kids help my wife with the Home Alone house.
Nice.
Okay.
And this took 8 hours. There was a 8-hour Lego build. Like, it's crazy.
Man.
So, and the Home Alone house was about 16 hours. So,
I'm sitting here thinking about you got me thinking about Home Alone, and Forrest and I we're always laughing about the Angels with Filthy Souls, the movie that he watches, the gangster flick.
Yeah.
Too bad AC ain't charged no more. I love it.
We just saw it recently.
We joke about that all the time, but yeah, it's
what did they actually said 10%? Whatever.
Yeah. He's like, what about my money? AC said you owe me 10%. Yeah, is that a fact? Too bad AC ain't charged no more.
So, Brandon, this is it.
The McAllister home, man.
Yeah, the McAllisters.
Wow.
Hey kid, who lives here?
The Home Alone house.
Like, he's got the iron imprint on his
Yeah, I was
face.
gonna say they even did
Oh,
that.
those are the
Wow.
infamous stairs right there. That they with the books or not books, the paint cans when he's throwing it.
The iron down the laundry chute, and you can
those are
actually drop
hilarious,
the
man.
iron down the laundry chute.
Oh, awesome!
That is so funny, man.
One of my favorite ones were
There's
in
the
second
paint
one,
cans,
actually.
Mike.
What is it?
There's the paint cans
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
right there.
There's supposed to be 2.
And like the whole thing, there's the Michael Jordan cutout with the train going around the living room.
Wow, this thing opens up. This is crazy.
Oh yeah. And then Kevin comes with a sled that you set up here at the top of the stairs and open the front door, and there's a switch basically on the back, and you push it and he launches down the stairs and out the front door on his sled.
Oh, wow.
Just like in the movie.
Nice.
So yeah, Lego is like, this is not the Lego that we all grew up with.
Lego's a lot different now.
It's way more complicated.
Yeah.
Like you can see.
Dude, could you imagine having that available when we were kids? Like,
No.
Right?
bro, at the hype of when it came out, like that first year that the movie first came out and how popular it was, and imagine having that. You know how many, and this was back in the day when Black Friday was literally parents being in line in front of camping in front of retail stores at 3:30 in the morning. And I mean, I remember seeing stuff on the news about the Tickle Me Elmo doll when it came out, and like people died, like literally got trampled because of the lines at the retail stores. So I'm sitting here thinking about how popular Home Alone was back then, and seeing a Lego house like that, like the whole thing. Oh,
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Young Jedi.
Good night, Mrs. Jeff and Jeff kids.
The younglings that survived.
The young ones.
But yeah, how popular it was, and if we had a Lego house like that, parents' wallets would be ruined.
It'd be like 10,
Right?
and then people would die.
Oh my
crazy.
god, man!
At that time, like at the time when the movie came out, like forget it.
Me and my friends, like growing up, were trying to make the same booby traps in the house, and we get in trouble. Like, stop, like because we just thought it was so cool, And like,
your dad walks in, flamethrower.
Well, because I didn't really know what I was doing, right? Like we just made a mess, and he was like, "What are you trying to do?" Oh, it's what they did on the movie. And he's like, "Come here,"
Right?
Yeah. Pick this crap up.
One of my favorites, and I mean, first one had a lot. The second one, they were in New York, and they were in like, what was that, like the brother's house or uncle's house? And when he comes in, what's his name? Marv. He comes in, and he's like slipping on paint or something. He starts like kind of doing this like dance thing, and then he's like, he falls, and he just slides right into the whole paint wall, and it falls on him. My older son, he couldn't stop laughing for like 3 days after that. He's like, "Can you play it again every day? Can you play it again?" I'm like, "I'll find it on YouTube. Movie's over."
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh
Man.
I know
Dude.
the kids laugh. Like we've seen. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
look at
6 now, so they're the same age as Nathan, and
Yeah.
and we've watched it basically every year at Christmas, and they still kill themselves laughing every time.
Yep.
Man,
Coming.
we used to we had the VCR, man, and we'd be ruining the tape. Just play, rewind, play. Like we'd be ruining that thing, man.
I'll tell you guys
And
something
that-
funny. We were actually just go ahead, Jeff. Hold on.
And it's so nice to, and I mean when you and your wife finally have children,
Yeah,
it'll be
a blast.
it'll be the same thing for you. Like going back and sharing stuff from your childhood with your kids and watching them react the same way you did the first time you saw it is so awesome.
I look forward to it, man. I really do.
Right.
My wife and I, we're, that is, we definitely want kids, and we're planning on it. And I'm the same way. Like I want them to grow up with a lot of those same things, and just at least so they can experience it for themselves, and just watch them laugh and laugh with them. And yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
We were just actually remembering the movie, because I'm like, Christmas is coming, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna watch Home Alone, right? And I'm like, yeah, like day before yesterday or something. And I was playing with the Palpatine font, the Senate, yours links from the collection, and we were like having a lightsaber fight. And then we remembered this. We're talking about the movie, and he's like, oh, what'd be really cool? He's like, can we play pretend like you're one of the robbers, but you're Palpatine coming into the house, like, he said that. That's what he says. And he's like, and like, I'm Kevin, and I'm just like, surprise, and then like shoot you like in the, like he knows the word, in the B, and I'm like, all right, let's try it. So it was funny. I wish I would videotaped it. I pretend like I came in the house, and I pressed the button like in the position for this specific power on. So I press it. He's like, execute order 66, and then he's like,
nice.
Oh, surprise! I'm like, oh. That's the stuff we do, man. We play around like that. And then the other one grabs a lightsaber. My little one, he starts getting me. He thinks we're like fighting or something. Doesn't get it, so he starts like. We do practice a lot of stuff. He puts on like dark trooper stuff, or like he has a helmet, and like I'll be just like, I'll pretend I'm like Luke in Mando when he like takes him out, and they'll start shooting me. It's fun. It gets fun.
Just crush him.
Yeah. I do that part, and I'm like,
it's just
and they don't fall because they're kids. They're like, oh, I'm still up. I'm like, no, I have another life. I'm like, it doesn't work like that.
I do that kind of stuff with my nephews, man.
Kids doing mashup play is like the greatest. Because my kids will do like this Star Wars, Harry Potter, Power Rangers mashup play.
I was gonna say everything when I was a kid had some kind of like Power Rangers martial art mashup.
Oh, dude, I was all Power Rangers, man.
Yeah,
they like have stakes, and they're like, you got to go. I just put a spell on your Zord, and I'm like, what are you guys playing?
What?
Yeah,
look. So
what's going on here?
I started with Ninja Turtles, so that was kung fu all the time, right? Running around the house. Whoa, I need pizza, dude. And then Power Rangers comes out, and it's more of kung fu in the house, messing stuff up, and Dragon Zord,
nice like rock and roll. Yeah, Green Ranger, and it's like that, like rock.
Green Ranger. Yeah, dude, I was bro. So I was,
whatever.
I was 9 years old when the Power Rangers first debuted in the U.S. And I'm telling you, that was like the perfect age, man, because it was, bro. I was done. It was just the perfect, best thing ever. My mom drove her nuts.
Of course, dude. I had a Megazord. I had the dagger from Green Ranger. I lost.
Oh yeah. I'm running around the house like an idiot, just
dude. You had the full. You had this one, right? The big one. I remember. It was still Santa era, and I'm like, I'm gonna write this letter, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna go like right on the corner was the mailbox. We're gonna go drop it off. I heard the story after. It's like she just went like, oh yeah, and she dropped like a blank piece of paper in there.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. So and then she kept it and read it and got me it. So but yeah, same thing. And all this I had 2 Megazords like that you put together, like the 5 into 1. Little character things inside, these little like back then they had these little like blue or in red like little pegs or something. And you would like sit them into the middle of the Megazord, and that's like you had to pretend those were the Rangers. And, like,
yeah. I know what
crazy
you're
stuff.
They
talking
were like toothpicks.
So,
yeah, but I was like in your head, you're like, those are the Rangers.
Yep. I had the original Megazord. I had the one
Dinosaur.
the one right after that they did from the movie.
Like the Thunder Megazord. But he had like a orb or something here.
No, wait, that was the third one. The second one had the
That's the
big
second
red dragon. No, the
Oh,
first
you're
one
talking
yeah,
about
had
season
the
2, yeah.
dinosaur.
Like
Second with the
season
dragon
2.5 or
turns into, like,
3.
Yeah.
one-
They were
They
the
had the big red dragon, and there was like a lion, and
yeah, that was
that
when they
one.
had Ultra
I had that one
Zord,
too.
and
yeah,
they had the I'm trying to remember what the name of the Zords they called those ones.
Thunder
Yeah.
Megazords.
Thunder, something
No,
like
because
that.
my 3-year-old's watching it right now, so I'm watching it. Like I'm
Oh,
doing
okay,
dishes
yeah.
or something. I'm watching this thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but
we're
then
we're almost at Zeo. We're almost.
they
at
could,
Zeo.
Zeo
We're going. We're
was
going
pretty
through.
cool too.
Right now, they just got the ninja powers, so that's the third group. That's the third
Yeah.
of the swords.
And then
Like
the
in the
movie
movie.
was kind of based on the ninja powers too. Well,
Yeah, but the Zord
they
looked different.
ended up with them. Yeah.
A little bit.
yeah, they ended up with the ninja
See,
Megazord
and-
after that.
And when I was 9, the only like kung fu type thing that I had was the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Which is still great.
Oh yeah,
You guys
Still
remember
freaking
this movie,
fantastic series.
Three
but
Ninjas?
it wasn't as cool as
or
Power
something?
Rangers.
What's it called?
It's called
What's
Three
that?
Ninjas.
3 Ninjas. The kids.
It's
Oh,
called
the
yeah.
Three Ninjas.
Yeah,
With
the
Victor-
Three
Colt,
Ninjas.
with Victor
Mikey,
Wang
Rocky.
and
Rocky?
Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum.
Rocky loves
Tum Tum.
Emily. Or something.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that whole series. I was like, yeah, that's me. I could be me. I could be a
Yes.
ninja.
Those come out. I was in Taekwondo for 4 years,
Oh, nice.
and the first one came out around the time that like I had started. It was just a little bit after I started, and yeah, it was
Word. All right.
I definitely grew up on those. And there's like, there's actually like 3 of them that had any members of the original cast, and then after that, it all got like recast. They're like they become like B-rate on down the road movies, but like the first 3, I can't remember his name. Colt was the same. He was the same.
He was the same kid.
Played Colt in the first 3 movies.
He was the blue one, I think.
Yeah, he was the middle.
remember.
He was the middle kid. Tum Tum was the same kid, or no? Tum Tum was different in all 3 movies as well. And Rocky was the same in the first and third movie, but they replaced him when they went to Japan. I always liked that one. I always thought that one was pretty cool. The old Japan samurai stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
What were we going to talk about? Somebody started talking about something. I think it was Jeff. And I was like, that's a good topic. And then we kind of just got off of it.
We've been all over the place.
I think it was,
which is
was
okay.
it Star Wars? It was something where I was like, yeah, we got to get into that. Like I'm thinking in my head. And oh, well, I'll come back, I guess.
We'll circle back around to Star Wars. I mean, we always do.
Battle of the Planets.
We always do.
Are you soldering over there, my friend?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but
Yes.
my hand is not wanting to cooperate with me tonight.
Use those Taekwondo
And
skills.
oh no, that's been many years. Dude, I think I quit that when I was like 12, maybe.
Yeah.
I need to come from that direction.
Christensen with the Mando mask.
Yes.
Trying to think.
Well, because we've got Book of Boba Fett that starts in December. They've announced Mandalorian season 3. They've announced Ahsoka for sure. I think most of the stuff has started filming too.
It's getting on my nerves.
But there's
Sorry, guys,
no there's no actual release dates for anything, which is kind of annoying. Because it would be nice if they would tell us when stuff is actually coming out. Because even Obi-Wan Kenobi, they just say 6 episodes in 2022. They don't say when.
Yeah.
And
Well,
if they do,
I can almost guarantee it's not going to be December.
No. No.
If you want my honest prediction, I'm going to say spring.
Well, but here's the thing. So
Or do they have other stuff lined up that I don't know about?
Well, yeah, because Andor comes out in 2022, and there's 12 episodes of that.
Nice. Is this a prequel to Rogue One?
Yes.
This definitely comes before the movie. Well, obviously it
Yes.
comes before the movie, but how much I'm thinking before the movie?
I'm not
Probably
sure.
right before is the finale, probably.
Yeah, probably. Because
Unless they
have
want a
we have
second
8
season.
episodes of Book of. No, it's listed as 12 episodes for season 1.
Right, no, because I'm thinking what if they want a second season? Are they gonna go further back? Because then if Rogue One is just next, then he. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, yeah, then they can only do 1 season, but
Yeah.
so we got 8 episodes of Book of Boba Fett, which is going to carry us through till sometime in February.
Oh.
And then if we've
Black
got
Friday.
six episodes of Obi-Wan and 8 or 12 episodes of Andor, which one are they going to release first is the question.
Doesn't matter. I'll take them all. Just give me everything.
Right?
Just give it all to me.
And then season 3 of Mandalorian is listed as coming out in 2022, and it's 8 episodes as well.
Yeah, but it's not coming out until December.
So, I mean, we've got essentially 2, 4, 7, 8.5 months worth of Star Wars content for a new episode every week. So are they just gonna run one show and then finish it and start another one, or are they gonna have a break in between, or so I don't know. It'd be nice if we could get some official dates. But Disney doesn't want to give too much away. Plus, we also have a bunch of Marvel shows that are coming out in 2022 as well. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff that overlaps. Cheetos born in the house. So.
Damn it. Where's the things that still...
So we got no. I thought Ian was going to try and be on here at 9.
I thought Ian was coming. I thought
Johannan was coming.
Johannan was coming.
Forrest was coming.
Forrest was coming. Everybody's just like, hey.
I actually messaged Johannan. It's probably like a work or something.
I'll be giving, if they can show up, I'm just.
He works, I'm pretty sure, last time I talked to him, he was working Sunday to Thursday, I think, overnight.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So,
maybe, and this has happened, maybe he was napping and
did not wake up.
Dude, this happens when you're tired, like real tired. You know this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Oh, I got so little done at my office this week because I napped all morning. I napped a lot. I probably napped more than my wife would have liked me to. He saw the
chair?
post. Yes. Yes. In either the one in my office or the one in her office. So.
Oh, this is nice. You guys are gonna like this.
So
What's
Johannes saw it.
I'm not gonna really say what they are, but I have several new videos coming soon.
Oh, I got you.
You do?
I found some free time earlier when I got home from work.
See,
It's easier now. You know what it is? It gets darker. It gets dark 4:30 here. So, like, I like it better at night. It's dark. Saber turns on. Like when it's daylight, it's a little. I've done it, but.
So,
hey, Jeremy.
do you guys get Amazon ads on your Instagram feed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I just quickly was on Instagram and I scrolled down a little bit and I got an Amazon ad. And it's for, I don't know what algorithm my phone has been picking up, but it's a yodeling pickle.
What?
Like, why in the world would I want a yodeling pickle?
I don't think you do.
And it looks like a giant turd with push button.
You guys ever hear it's like you talk about something with your wife. Let's say you're like, oh, we need new suitcases, and then all of a sudden you see like suitcase ads.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, so it's like unless you guys are talking about yodeling and pickles, I don't know.
Were you talking about like Rick and Morty with Pickle Rick?
No, because honestly, I have never seen a single episode of Rick and Morty.
Huh.
No, unfortunately, I have not. So, how is Jeremy tonight?
Jeremy is on his own for a little bit.
Oh.
So I'm just having some dinner and on the stream with you guys now. So
Awesome.
How are you guys all doing?
Oh, we're doing good. I'm doing good.
We're nerding out, bro.
Oh,
Have you talked the new Spider-Man yet? Or
I think that's what we started with.
I think we spent
the first half hour of the stream was the new Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah, that was interesting. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for it. So.
Yeah. And I mean, we were all talking about how everybody's going, well, we didn't get Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield in the trailer.
We're not
Well, it's not that we're not supposed to. It's
you gotta save some surprises.
Well, and Marvel's notorious for editing characters out of their trailers.
Marvel had entire scenes of Infinity War in the trailer that were never in the film.
Well, and they edited out certain Avengers from trailers, the trailer for End Game.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, the trailer that got released in Brazil, whoever was responsible for it dropped the ball and missed.
The invisible punched lizard?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a meme about that, and it shows that, and then the girl's like, "Oh my God, Spider-Man is John Cena," because of his whole "you can't see me."
The giant.
You can't see me.
The one I thought was really funny. There was one I thought that someone posted. It was really funny. You know the old Spider-Man cartoon where it's the Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man.
Yeah, have you seen
right?
the meme
Yeah.
where the
Yes.
Spider-Man
And it's like
edits were edited
you
out?
type of thing. Well, they had it was a picture of this one Spider-Man going you, and then it was really badly edited, like blurred out, scrubbed non-Spider-Mans on either side. It's like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the Spider-Man trailer.
Right. Well, and honestly, I mean, that's what we were talking about at the beginning. I think they're in it because.
Well, did you know the scene where he's in the trailer where he's asking, "What's your name?" And then it says Otto Octavian sort of thing, and they start laughing, and he goes, "No, really, what's your name?" I have a feeling that those are two different scenes.
Maybe.
Like the one where you're saying, "What's your name?" I have a feeling it's someone going, "Peter Parker," and then they'll go, "Oh no, really, what's your name?"
Maybe.
Right.
That's a really good theory. I like that.
And actually, that I wouldn't put it past Marvel to do that. But the other thing that we kind of didn't talk about that I noticed too was there was a picture of Andrew Garfield crouching on construction scaffolding in the Spider-Man costume that circulated around for months.
Yeah,
and it's the same scaffolding in the scene with the invisible punch. So I kind of I know they want to save some secrets, but I mean everybody knows it's coming. Just tell us.
No,
honestly, so we can all relax.
Let's leave it. I'm perfectly fine with waiting until December to watch.
So we can all relax.
Because you've got what I really loved about the trailer was Electro.
Yes.
Where they added the electric mask to him. And I was just like, oh, yes.
It was a throwback to the Spider-Man cartoon that you and I grew up on, Jeremy. Is what it was.
One part that kind of confused me was it said they all died fighting Spider-Man. Number one, Lizard and Sandman never died.
No.
Sandman blew off in the wind, and Lizard was still alive at the end of that one.
Yeah.
But the other thing I have a kind of feeling is someone was kind of pointing out is that there was two goblins in there. One was the original suit Goblin.
Yeah,
right.
I've seen that.
And then the other one was a different version. I kind of have a feeling that the other version, and someone sort of pointed it out, another thing is in the trailer when Doc Ock shows up originally, his claws are the normal color, but later on in the trailer they're red. Right? So someone was thinking that the villains are evolving to become part of the MCU universe. Right? So I don't know.
And here's another interesting Preston, your Knight Rider's father. What? Preston is my father.
Okay.
Luke,
I am your father.
So here's another interesting thing about this new Spider-Man movie. So we have Lizard, Sandman, Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and Electro. So there's 5 villains in this movie, all who are part of the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Who are they? Who have we not seen?
Vulture.
And Michael Keaton just said he was filming extra stuff. That's been very recent.
Michael Keaton, I think, was slotted for 4 appearances as the Vulture. And one of them is in the new Venom.
Yeah.
So that would be 2.
And they set up Shocker in Spider-Man Homecoming. and
Yeah.
never used him.
Well, they did for all of a couple minutes.
Yeah, but they never
Brooklyn
actually.
Woodbine did it. They set up a lot in Homecoming.
But the original intent of showing the interaction between Michael Keaton's Vulture and Shocker in prison was
No, that's
to try
Scorpion.
and set up.
That's
Yeah,
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Sorry, Scorpion. Was to try and set up a Sinister Six movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then it never went anywhere.
Well, you never know.
So maybe we are going to get Scorpion, and they just
Don't
are
forget-
saving the best for last.
Don't forget, they set in Homecoming. They set up Miles Morales, Scorpion, a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah.
So, the future of Spider-Man is like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna trust whatever Kevin Feige decides to throw out into the MCU. I am perfectly fine with.
Right.
I finished watching Shang-Chi last week.
Look, I told you you're going to be the only one that's not seen
I
it.
am the only one in the room that has not seen this movie
And
yet.
you continue to be the only one in the room.
I
And
know.
the thing is, you
just
have
so
Disney Plus, right?
Yeah,
It's free.
I know. I know.
Watch it.
You gotta watch it.
I know.
Do it must be done.
I'm like, I'm like, okay, we're gonna end the stream at 2 hours, and I'm gonna go watch Shang-Chi because I'm the only one
Yeah.
that hasn't seen it.
All right, got 4 minutes left, bro. No.
I mean,
It's so good, man.
It was
Shang-Chi
good.
Black Widow, I enjoyed, but my only problem with Black Widow is it should have been done way sooner, way more earlier in.
I think it was originally supposed to be done sooner.
Yes.
Yeah, but whatever.
It was
what it
actually
is.
supposed to be released before Endgame.
So, I
Pretty
mean,
sure.
we've got Hawkeye show coming out.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
And
Boba Fett, man.
I think if anybody's gonna watch Hawkeye that hasn't seen Black Widow, they need to watch Black Widow.
Yeah.
Because I think the two of them are gonna tie in.
I'm weird, man. Hawkeye and Black Widow, both of them to me, I've just never really been interested in those characters.
Well, I'm
And-
kind of glad they're taking Hawkeye where he's supposed to go.
Well,
Yeah.
and
This show.
and
Like,
and I mean
they're
we've gotten
pushing them out.
we've gotten a lot of characters in the MCU that nobody, pardon my language, but nobody gave a shit about before until the MCU.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, even with the MCU, there's still some I don't give a shit about.
yeah, but Ant-Man became one of the most successful MCU movies because of who they cast as Ant-Man.
I really like Paul Rudd a lot. I like Ant-Man and what they did with it. But I feel like with him, it's kind of like I have to take him in small doses because that type of comedy gets old really fast. So as long as I don't watch him all the time, I'm cool with it. But yeah,
But I think if they had cast anybody else as Ant-Man, it wouldn't have been as successful as it was.
I was watching End Game, Infinity War and End Game. I was browsing through them over the last like a week ago, just kind of going through them. And I'm looking at End Game, man, and I'm like, they did Bucky so wrong in that movie, man. Literally, all he does when all the stuff starts popping off is he's shooting a gun. I'm like, this dude is basically super soldier serum level powerful. And he has this metal arm. They should have had him doing some other.
Right there.
They should have had him doing some crazy sequences, and they show him standing there shooting a gun. That's it. That's all he gets. And I'm like, that is so, geez, man. It's just.
Yeah.
They should have had him catching like the people Hulk was throwing and like throwing them again or something.
I mean, they could have done
Super soldier.
something, but I mean, like,
They could have done so many things. Like they could have had him and Captain America go up against Thanos. Like,
yeah,
they would have been able.
and I
to
can
hold
only
his own.
imagine. I can only imagine the logistics of trying to film a movie like that. You know what
Don't
I mean?
get me
Like,
wrong. They
somebody's
did a
gonna
lot of
get.
people wrong. They basically gianted Ant-Man for one scene and had him stomp on someone. And that's all you got from Giant Man.
Yeah.
So basically, and don't forget, the Avengers End Game, as much as it is fun to have all those other people in it, the Avengers End Game is those 6 Avengers. It's their story, really.
Yeah.
And they were really focusing on Cap, Tony, Thor, Clint, Natasha, right? They're not and Hulk. Like basically, in that whole final end scene, like the whole final battle, really, other than Hulk snapping, you saw him like one scene running and beating one guy for the entire final battle. He was not really there, really, for the.
Yeah, I didn't really like what they did with Hulk either. They just, I mean, I like them merging Bruce with him, so he's like one embodiment, but like they didn't give us Hulk at all, and I didn't like that. No, but anyway, I don't want to get negative. It was just a funny thing that I saw that I was like, really, Bucky just shoots a gun? That's it?
Right. Well, and I don't know if anybody caught the Disney Plus Day Marvel stuff, but there's 2 other things that Mark Ruffalo is going to be in as Hulk, and one of them is She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And this all takes place after Endgame, and the like 2 or 3 seconds that you do see of Hulk in She-Hulk, his arm is completely fine.
That's
like
weird.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, that's the thing, is it took time to heal, right?
Yeah, but
so
how soon after Endgame is the question.
Don't forget, we're like, other than right after Endgame, we got Spider-Man Far From Home, and then we had to wait to see a lot of wrap up.
Right.
Like we're like, WandaVision, Loki, Captain America, or Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're all epilogues,
right,
to Endgame,
right,
that continue on. Far From Home was an epilogue, basically. Like every one of these things was dealing with the aftermath. Even this new Hawkeye is going to be an epilogue, right?
Yeah,
and a lot of them is seeing torches being passed. A lot of this stuff, like a lot of these shows, you're seeing torches being passed on.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got in WandaVision, you've got her 2 kids.
Well,
there's
and
a torch to be
in
passed
Hawkeye,
on.
we're passing it off to Kate Bishop.
Yeah, Hawkeye, you got Kate Bishop. In Falcon and Winter Soldier, even though he was very briefly in it, what's the kid who was whose grandfather was the first Black Captain America?
Yeah,
that kid goes on into the.
He's not the only one from that either, though.
No, he's not.
The Hispanic Army kid that was working with Sam in Falcon and Winter Soldier, he becomes the new Falcon.
He takes over Falcon. There's a lot of torches being passed.
Yeah,
we're getting a new generation of new characters.
Yeah,
so
and that's how I think they're going to keep it fresh and exciting, is by passing on torches.
Shang-Chi was a great torch being passed on, and like to me, Shang-Chi was a new, and that is to me where Phase 4, the new phase started, was with that movie, personally.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of epilogues, but that was a new story taking place. So
yeah,
watch it.
I'm going to. I'm definitely going to. So the other thing that you probably missed, and I don't know if Brandon was here for this either, was Hayden Christensen's coming back into the Star Wars universe with a vengeance.
Well, I heard he's in
I know
shows,
he's
right?
going to be in the Ahsoka show and the Obi-Wan, of course.
He is in Obi-Wan, we know, as Darth Vader, but he's listed on the Ahsoka show as Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. So we're probably going to get some flashbacks.
I was going to say, did you not know that he was going to be in there from like 2 weeks ago? It was like announced, and then Rosario Dawson posted a picture
Yeah.
on her
Well,
Instagram and was
what's she
like,
saying?
"It's out, Sky Guy," or something
Yeah,
like
what's
that.
up, Sky Guy?
Right.
Yeah.
They had a something today. I saw some post today about they cast Sabine Wren
Yes. I saw that
for
same post.
Ahsoka, which I'm
Yeah.
excited about.
They
I'll be really
found-
excited.
they've-
I'll be really
they found
excited when they
an
cast an
actress.
Ezra Bridger.
Well,
Honestly,
from my understanding, they've
do
already
cast
got
Ezra
Ezra
Bridger.
Bridger. They've
if
already
they
got
do cast Ezra Bridger, I don't want to know who it is because I kind of want it to be a surprise that he's in the show.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear anything about it really. To the Ahsoka part was
From my understanding, they've already cast Ezra.
really.
Yeah.
Huh.
They have an actor in mind. They just haven't fully confirmed it.
Mm.
Yeah, I know that. I think I heard that the guy who's playing Grand Admiral Thrawn is the same guy who does his voice in Rebels, right?
What is it, Jason Isaacs or something?
No, I think I think he's a Skarsgård actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, the guy who voice acted him apparently in Rebels is playing him, which is kind of funny considering getting the voice actors to actually play the characters later on seems to be a trend.
It does.
With that, like,
except for
just-
Ahsoka.
well, except for Ahsoka.
Yeah. I just don't know if I could do. It's Lars Mikkelsen.
Oh, Lars Method, that's who it was. Yeah.
Is he the guy that played Aladdin?
No.
No.
Because I know there was some talk about the guy that they got to do the live action Aladdin movie.
There was talk about him being
They were looking
Ezra
at, they were
over
looking at him.
the other guy who would be a better pick in my opinion, but yeah. I
Who's
don't
your
know if it's
other
fully
guy?
confirmed though.
Who's the other guy you think?
I forget his name. I know his face. I just can't remember his name. Like Raul something.
Rahul Kohli?
I think that's who they were. There was a
He
lot of
was on,
hints.
he was on iZombie and
Yeah, there's a lot of
he
hints
was
about
on
him, but
the Midnight Mass
there
or
were
whatever.
some reports of the Aladdin guy taking the spot.
Yeah.
I think
I
Rahul
still-
Kohli would be better because he's a little older.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I still wish Benedict Cumberbatch would have taken the Thrawn.
Thrawn. Oh, I know, man. Damn it.
He'd have been such a
Right.
good
He
Thrawn.
would have been perfect.
And he's already on Disney's payroll, so yeah,
Yeah. Well, did they already cast Thrawn?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they've cast a lot of people in Ahsoka. They just haven't officially announced it yet.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they have a tendency to all like. Well, we were talking earlier with Aaron about they had already cast the brand new X-Men 97, right?
Yes.
So, but they basically had it all cast before they even announced it. So,
I thought they were bringing back a lot of the original cast for 97, like Cal Dodd and some of those guys. Yeah, I mean, there's the guy that voiced Cyclops passed away a few months back, so they can't get him.
yeah,
that was sad.
yeah.
But I saw Cal Dodd's name and a few others from the original series that are supposed to be reprising their roles for 97.
Storylines. Where's the storyline going to go?
Supposed to like follow up after the events of the original cartoon show. which is
Yeah,
weird
this is just a continuation of.
Which is weird considering
they did everything.
Yeah.
Like in a very fast
I
pace.
missed a lot of the later stuff. I think where I ended up was the apocalypse thing.
That was that was the back end of it, but yeah, I mean, they went through Sinister Six, Apocalypse. I mean, they went, the Boulevard Trask and I mean, they went through like all kind of storylines in that animated show very quickly. So the fact that this is gonna be a continuation, I'm like, well,
where are they gonna go with it? Right?
What are they gonna do with it? But hey, I'll take it. I'm a huge X-Men fan, and that was the show growing up.
As long as they don't mess with the original theme song. I don't want to hear a heavy metal version or
I told Forrest this. I said they better keep the same damn music. Maybe remaster it for quality reasons, but keep the same damn music. The animation, I don't mind if they tweak that, but the song better not change.
Yeah.
I'll be pissed. Like you don't mess with that, No,
I want to turn on the TV and hear dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited for that.
In terms of the voice cast, it is pretty much the entire original cast is coming back.
Nice. Other than those that basically.
Yeah, so the guy that did Nightcrawler, Cal Dodd as Logan, Chris Potter as Gambit.
Oh man,
yeah. Jean Grey, Rogue, Beast. They're all back.
Yeah.
The only ones that have changed is it looks like Mr. Sinister. Where they have character names beside them is Mr. Sinister and Storm.
Oh, really? And Cyclops, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't say who is actually voicing Cyclops.
They might not have got anybody yet, it's probably they probably want to be real careful with who they pick.
1, 2.
They'll honestly, there's so many good voice actors.
There's
so many good voice actors out there.
There's 7 voice actors that are attached to X-Men 97 that just say voice. They don't say who they're voicing.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Izzy's here. Izzy's in the house.
What's up, Izzy?
What up? So not MCU related, but my wife and I recently just watched Dune on HBO Max.
Oh,
we split it up into 2 evenings because we had stuff going on, but it really, I never read the books growing up. I knew about them. I knew a lot of kids that were reading them back in the day. So I've always known of Dune, but I never read them back in the day. So this is kind of a fresh take for me. So seeing the movie, it was a little bit of a slow burn at first, but I really was intrigued by the story, and I really liked the special effects. I thought it was a great movie, and I'm excited for the sequel. What's up, Forrest?
Full was in the house.
Yeah.
No,
it's the Jeff
I would
show.
actually consider the thing I like about visual effects.
That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do that.
Boom.
I still haven't gotten mine.
So, but yeah, the visual effects to me, if the visual effects aren't like, if they give a wow factor without going, well, that's totally visual effects.
The special effects in this movie are incredible, and they really pull off making you feel like they could be real. Like they did a very good job. Like I said, the first half of the movie is a little bit of a slow burn, but every 10, 15 minutes or so, you see something and you're like, whoa, like they do that a lot. And I think it's just enough, you know, and again, the story and the world building, that's something they did very well. First, especially for someone like me who'd never read the books growing up, like I really didn't know the backstories or anything. So I think they did a pretty good job of the character building and the world building. And I still have a lot of questions, but I feel like as an introductory piece, they accomplished the goal of explaining enough and wowing you enough to make you want more, you know?
Right.
And it's a long movie. It's like 2.5 hours.
Don't get me wrong. That movie, the original movie before David Cronenberg took over, there was someone else attached to direct it. And the guy, like, what was it? Oh, there's a guy I watch on TikTok called Props to History, and he was talking about the original time that Dune was going to be made into a movie. And the director was saying he was going to settle for no less than 13 hours for that movie.
Yeah.
The people that he got signed on to that movie for art design and costume design and set design have gone on to go to do some of the best sets and creatures. Without that original Dune, we wouldn't have had the xenomorphs.
Oh wow!
Aliens,
because of the people doing all the creature creation and stuff.
These were all these were the guys doing all the stuff, that original movie, and they went on to do amazing things like with the xenomorphs and what was it? What was the other one? Big one that was wasn't Star Wars, but there was there was Battlestar Galactica guys worked on. There was it was huge. But the fact that the director wanted it to be 13 hours long and he was not cutting it, right?
Yeah. It was a little more than he could chew.
Yeah.
Well, and you're saying that it's long at 2.5 hours. The original Dune from 1984 was 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, and the length doesn't bother me, right? Like if it's a good story and it's presented well and directed well, like I'll sit there for 8 hours if it's good. You know what I mean? Like the length doesn't bother me at all. But I am glad that I'm really glad that they announced a few days after the movie launched that they are already in pre-production on part 2. So really happy about that.
Well, as soon as they got what's his name, Dennis, was it Villeneuve?
The kid?
The director?
Oh, the director.
Yeah. As soon as they announced him as the director, I knew that movie was going to be great.
Nice.
Like, that guy did Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, okay.
He did, was it The Arrival with
Amy Adams?
Amy Adams.
Yeah. I love that movie. That movie's crazy. Hey, Oscar Isaac's in that too, right? Who's her counterpart?
No, that's Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. No,
he did the original Sicario as well.
Wait, was
he did? Oh wow!
The Arrival was Amy Adams and
Jeremy Renner. Right?
I thought it was
Jeremy Renner. Yeah. Hawkeye.
Okay.
The movie was incredible. I love that movie.
Lois Lane and Hawkeye.
Yeah. Wait till Superman finds out.
Right.
Uh-oh.
No,
he did the original Sicario with Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro.
That's another great movie. Jeez.
Yeah. Like this guy's knocking movies out of the park left, right, and center. So.
No, I think he has a good eye for visuals, as far as I'm concerned.
How is Forza?
Oh God,
Forza.
Wait a minute,
Forza. Mike, I didn't see you come in. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? I was in and I've been in and out, kids and stuff. Kids and stuff.
If you want to be called Forze, then you need to do the pinky.
It's fonts by Forze.
Fonts by Forze.
Fonts. You gotta
Use
do it.
fonts.
You gotta do it in the gym. You gotta do it in the gym voice.
Fonts.
Fonts by Forze.
And then
I love that.
And then like
Love
Where's
Jim.
Jim?
Where is Jim? Jim's at a con, isn't he?
he's-
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
is at a con in a hotel room. He was going to try and join, which is why I went back to 6 for the, I went back an hour
Went back
from our normal start
To the
time.
future.
And then he didn't make it.
It's all right.
So-
He is probably hella partied.
Oh,
Well,
Gesundheit.
May God bless
he's
you.
probably also very busy too. So,
Yeah.
because he got
Busy. Who remembers that?
he got his absolute most
cannot record.
wanted Lego set today. That he posted
Yeah, I
pictures of.
saw the pic. That looks
What?
like it's gonna be crazy.
which one?
Yeah, he got the ghost from
Yeah, you got the
Rebels.
ghost. That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
It's
been
like a big one,
trying
too.
to. He's been trying to find that one for years, and everybody wants way too much money for it. He finally got his hands on it today.
Jeez.
So he's probably like a kid in a candy store right now.
He's filming a time lapse, right?
Probably sitting in a hotel filming a time lapse video.
Like you literally see his beard growing. like, damn, bro, you need to go eat a sandwich or something.
I don't have time.
That
I gotta
would-
build my
that
Lego
would-
set.
That would be me building that new Lego AT-AT.
I know, dude. 2 foot tall freaking AT-AT. Freaking.
Yeah.
It's like the SpongeBob 6 months later.
Yeah, pretty much.
4
You see Jeff's beard, bro. You see his hair. You see like the shirt just changing.
Right.
Dude.
Tyler.
Then it
The shirts.
slows down at the very last piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it ends up in TikTok montage, and you see it crumble.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it falls
Darth Vader.
over.
Someone Harrison Ford's in like the Millennium Falcon. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
My cat runs into the room and donkey kicks it over, and it explodes all
Oh
over the
man.
floor,
Oh, that'd be the end.
And then the cat gets force choked.
Yo. Absolutely not.
right? So
That's a nice AT-AT you got there.
You
Too bad
just-
I didn't got some good news.
Hope you got
it's like
some
one of
good
those,
news.
It's like one of those videos where you got the
Jeez.
cat like pushing the
I love
cat up towards the edge. Like the cat's like right there with the paw. Just like no.
No. Don't
No.
you dare.
No. Whack.
right,
I told
which
you.
is why the cat's
The
not
tail
allowed
this
in the
time.
basement. Well, and I mean,
Yeah.
I've never done it, but we've all thought it.
Yeah.
Whoever has a cat.
I tell you what, that's why I love my cat. I've been a dog person my whole life, and I bought our cat for my wife for her anniversary this past summer. And dude, I won the lottery. This cat is the most chilled, laid back, and he's absolutely hilarious.
That's
So,
the kind of cat I
That's
like,
awesome.
like I'm so glad he's like that, because like
Yeah.
if it was this crazy cat messing up all my stuff, I'd probably be doing what Mike was saying.
so
I've never done it.
Preston,
But I've
Preston
thought
knows
about it.
all about Preston knows all about orange cats and how they are the devil's spawn. Do you see
Mine's
the
actually
back of
not
my-
orange.
Do you see the back of my hands?
Holy crap, dude.
That is from my cat biting me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yes, for fun too, right?
Oh yeah,
During
yeah.
Lego.
She thinks it's
Never.
funny. She thinks it's
My
funny.
my dog thinks that she's a lap dog. But she's like
Oh shit.
she's a German Shepherd Husky. And so I'm lying on the
Large.
couch earlier today. She jumps up
Huge.
on me and just like lays down on me like, oh, it's like a weighted blanket. You're like, "Argh."
Right. That's what kids are like at 5 o'clock in the morning when they grow.
Oh,
Or these-
Jeff,
these
you talk
puppies
about
too.
you talk about your kids and stuff and how they're waking you up, and I hear this from Mike sometimes too. But when we were talking about like when my wife and I have kids one day, like I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna be that dad. I'm gonna be the one that goes in there. You know, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and they're sleeping, and I'm gonna open the door. Hey, buddy. Hey, are you awake yet? Because you are now. WWF elbow off the top rope. I'm just gonna mess them up, dude. I'm gonna be that guy.
I have a friend who he pretends to. My son doesn't know this. He does like people's elbow and stuff. He's like, all right,
dude.
Nate. He's like, lay down, man. Lay down. He's like, no, don't move. I got this. Look, right. And he's like, he goes to the ropes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be Macho Man all up. I'm gonna mess my kids up, dude. I'm like,
you gotta do the voice.
Rises to the top. Let's go. You got the elbow. Oh yeah.
Rise and shine, little boy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be that dad. That's gonna be me.
Time to rise and shine.
Even if I have a girl, even if I have a
the
girl,
one at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna vacuum.
yeah.
No.
And so
You guys ready? You guys ready for school?
The
bone saw's ready.
She's 13, right? Vacuum outside, and I'd be like, smack, 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 smack up against her door. I'm like,
oh man, Mike.
I was like, then I would open the door. I'm like, oh, sorry, did I wake you?
Hey,
See, and I'm the
buddy,
dad that,
are you ready for
dad
school?
that
Bone saw is ready.
You'd be like that. You're so weird. I don't even know what movie is this. One of your old movies, your old guy movies.
Oh, I'm gonna like when they're like teenagers in high school. I'm gonna roll up. I'm gonna like take my wife's vehicle and roll up with the music and stuff, and just play some old '90s hip hop or something, and just embarrass the shit out of them. Like I can't wait to do that.
See, and I'm the dad that comes home at 6:15 and comes upstairs in the dark and goes to my wife, the kids need to get up now, right? And she's like, yep. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Open both doors, flick the lights on, and walk away.
I'm not subtle, no.
Just turn the
Curtains
lights on
open.
at 6:15.
Ding, 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 ding. It's time to get up.
And just walk away.
Except it'll be with a lightsaber. I'll be like, time to get up, chumps.
I like right in front of their face.
Kind of reminds me of Homer Simpson when he wakes up. Hey, you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw. I sent that video where it was like they put a soundbar under the guy's bed. I don't know if anyone saw this reel or whatever. They put a soundbar. Like so, the son of the family. There's like a son, 2 girls, whatever. He puts the soundbar, and his dad is in on it. He puts the soundbar. They were trying to freak out the mom under the bed. They plug it in. She goes to sleep. Then, like, all of a sudden, like music starts playing. I guess from these sabers. It was like NeoPixel. The 2 girls, they start fighting in like masks or something. And out of nowhere, he's like, "You'll never. I have the high ground" or something. And the dad turns on the saber. She's like, "What's going on? What's going on? It's the middle of the effing night."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you seen the one where the guy stands in their bedroom waiting for his wife to come into the room, and he's wearing a full Darth Vader costume,
Damn.
lightsaber and all, and she opens the door and he goes boof and ignites the lightsaber, and she turns around, runs screaming out of the room.
Oh my god! It'd be perfect. It was like the
she
Rogue
didn't
One
think he
music.
was home. He was supposed to be at work.
It'd be perfect. It was Rogue One, like so.
Right.
Open fire. She's like, "Oh my god!" Oh man.
I prefer the scary over that one. I like the one where the wife put a sound thing in, and her husband was home that day, and it was basically just a sound bar underneath the bed, and it was basically it'd be like a child's voice, "Come and play with me."
And he's like, "What?"
Well, she's also hiding underneath the bed, right? And as soon as he puts his foot down, she grabs
Oh
him.
my god!
Loses his mind. He's on the ground running.
Oh my god! Come and play with me.
No, the one that I love is this guy. I don't know if anybody's seen this guy. Michael Myers of Decatur.
No.
Have you guys seen this guy?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So
she pulls up and he's out in the middle of the field. She's like,
He's
"You're
out in the
supposed
middle
to be
of the
working.
field.
Get your ass in the car."
She's like, "I just passed a cop on the way over here. There's kids going to school." And he's wearing a full Michael Myers from Halloween costume, just walking through a field. And then there's another one where they're in the shopping mall. Have you seen that one? And
I've seen
they're
a lot
sitting
of
in the
them.
2 chairs, and he gets up and he goes over and she goes, "Don't you do it. Don't you dare do it." And he sits down at the piano and starts playing the Halloween theme song, the do 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 do. And everybody in the mall is staring at him. She's like, "Oh my God, what have I done?" He is so funny.
Is this the same guy?
driving-
I saw a guy with a Michael Myers thing. He basically be driving his car. And he
Yeah,
like
probably.
pull
I
up
think it's
beside
just-
people. He's got his
Probably
camera
him.
facing so he can see out the passenger window, and he'd be sitting there, and you see the people kind of staring at him, and he just goes, and you just see the people, whoa!
Yeah, I think it's
That's
the same
probably
guy.
Yeah.
And the one where he's on the bike and he's got the kid thing attached to the back.
And the little Michael
And he's
in
got
the
his
back.
kid in the back dressed up as Michael Myers too. And she's like, "One day I would just love to come home and you weren't doing something stupid."
Yeah.
It is
I
so
love it.
funny.
Sounds like the evolution of Bat Dad.
Yes. Like there's some great guys out there. Bat Dad, Michael Myers of Decatur.
Oh, I'd rather watch those guys than the guys who would dress up as clowns at night.
Right.
Though, like that type of stuff. Like I am so surprised that, like, even if it's fake or not, I'm surprised that those guys dressing up as clowns at night don't have someone all of a sudden just shoot them.
Right?
See a clown start running at him, the guy just
Yeah.
no.
Truth.
Well, yeah,
With how many
like,
people don't like clowns.
I hate clowns. I'll watch stuff with clowns, but I mean, yeah, there's no purpose to them really, except to scare the crap out of people.
yeah,
That's
some
why I
of these
like
guys
Christmas time.
some of these guys are great.
Yeah, he is definitely. He definitely cracks me up.
Feeling like Alice.
What's going on in Forza's world right now?
Your mic's
You're
off.
muted.
Believe it or not, I just bought a lit lamp.
Oh, really?
The lit lamp.
What's that?
I will. It's an LED corner light.
Oh,
Cool.
It's part of my new setup.
Ooh.
Yeah, lighting is something I'll be looking at in the next few months.
How's that table going?
Yeah, no, I love this thing. It's actually great to have so much real estate. And funny enough, that is like a pseudo gaming station for this is a analog Mega SG with an EverDrive, so that plays all Sega and Sega CD games. And then this one is a Super NT, so Super Nintendo, everything Super Nintendo. But these devices play original cartridge games in 1080p. So that's really cool.
How is 8-bit and 1080p?
Well, 16-bit. No.
16-bit, sorry.
Well, I don't know why or how it works, but it does, and it's amazing. especially for Sega CD, because the Sega CD stuff, like if you go back and play some of that stuff in its original resolution of 480p and then you play it on here, you're like, holy crap. Like it's worth it. So, but no, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Y'all have been seeing a lot of what I've been posting and custom saber stuff. And I do have 2 Death Star light panels I'm working on. They're getting built and finished. So eventually there'll be one on either side of that neon sign. And then I have a new prototype saber that just came in that has direct connect capability and some other fun stuff that has never been done before. So that'll be coming soon in the next week or 2. New font demos. I've been so busy. I haven't had time to play Halo Infinite, and it's killing me.
I heard it rocks too. So,
dude, everyone, every gamer, streamer, YouTuber, anyone I've seen on the internet is like, yo, this is like Halo 3 glory days, god tier multiplayer for Halo. And I'm like so excited about it.
Yeah, because I think we all grew up on Halo 3. You can't agree with that.
That's fantastic.
And this is his wife sitting there yelling at him.
Yeah, she's like uber pissed at him.
Oh, yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah, but like, it's all, I mean, it's such amazing content, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's even got the slow walk down, too.
Oh. He's got the creepiness factor down to a T.
I need to find that one video where they're like interviewing, it's a gag where they're interviewing Michael Myers. And dude, it is absolutely hysterical. If I find it, I'll send it to you, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely got the creepy factor down to a T.
If I sent you that, when you put it up there, are you able to use the audio with it, or does that not work?
No, it doesn't work for some reason.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll still send it to you just because it's funny to watch. If I find it, I'll put it in the group chat or whatever.
Okay, so Spores was saying that he got himself a lit lamp. This is what a lit lamp is. We can all find out what a lit lamp is. Oh, now it's trying to give me.
I've seen those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That is super cool, actually.
Your own little NeoPixel lightsaber in the corner.
Right?
Hey man, whatever. Hey, look. Hey, don't hate on the RGB lighting because well, I've showed it on Instagram and stuff, but I basically did a lighting mod on the cabinet, which it's hard to tell right now, but yeah, you can see it against the wall there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, but then I did the same thing. There was something else I was just thinking of, but yeah, I did that mod for the cabinet, man. $20. The LED strips is like, it was like a 50-foot roll. That's all I needed. $20 is super cheap, and man, it makes a world of difference. It's really.
My daughter wants that stuff for her room.
Oh, dude, it's $20 cheap. You can spend $30 and get 100-foot. So they'll throw in another roll. I can send you the link if you want.
I've got some links of what I'm going to get for her.
Like, I don't need your crap.
Well, I also have to look at the Canadian side. So.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, I always forget that. I'm so used to talking to, even in the military, I was used to talking with people from all over the world, right? And like, I just forget that, oh yeah, you're in another country and like they play by different rules because reasons. So yeah.
No, I found some stuff on Amazon I'm going to pick up. So light up her room how she wants it. So
yeah. I want to actually set up like an office when we finish our basement.
I started putting Christmas stuff up. So
Started.
Oh, if you're into PC peripherals, that's what I was gonna say. Is I got all this like Razer, Razer Chroma, my speakers, and I didn't buy it all at the same time. This is stuff I've been accumulating over the years, but it all like syncs up and does all this crazy stuff. And
Nice.
yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, it's a lot of fun.
Started putting up Christmas
But there's
stuff.
only one real neon strip.
I've had my Christmas stuff up for a while.
This is the only neon stuff I need, to be honest.
Oh,
No, I got the lights up. I'm doing the tree and everything tomorrow.
dude.
What, Jeff?
Yeah, I just saw that picture.
So getting that.
What
So
did I
getting
miss?
that.
You can get it up. That's pretty cool.
I must have missed something.
I wonder if Jeff can get it up on the.
Oh yeah. No, I just gotta figure out where my cursor is. There it is.
Whoa, a tauntaun? Really? Holy crap, dude.
My wife would kill me if I put that on the wall.
Wow. Yeah,
But
like
that would be
okay.
awesome.
Wow.
That's like some next level. Like, I don't know if that's okay. Like, wow.
Dude, I'm not
I don't
even allowed
own
to
my
put
house.
hunting.
Therefore, I couldn't put something like that.
I'm not even allowed to put my hunting mounts in the house. Never mind mounting a freaking tauntaun head on the wall.
You know what's
That
fun?
would
Like
definitely not happen.
we bought this house. I mean, we have a mortgage, so but I can do whatever I want with it for the most part. I mean, I can't paint the outside neon pink, unfortunately, right? Because HOA. No, but if I wanted a taxidermy tauntaun, I could, but just those words coming out of my mouth, that just felt so weird to say.
Right?
Wow.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
And I thought, yeah, on the outside. Wow, dude. That's next level, dude. That looks like something straight out of the creature
That one's a
shop.
commitment. That is when you've committed to the room.
I just looked at the
Oh,
website where those
yeah.
things are being sold. They're $8,000.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh my
Detailed.
And that's US, right?
Yeah, that's US.
Oh my god. So Jeremy, for you and I, that's like $12,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Yeah, that is like if I don't pay rent for 3 months, I might be able to do it.
Hey, but wait a minute, Jeff. But what if it was a Lego tauntaun head?
A Lego
Not if it was
tauntaun.
not if it was $12,000 though. Still,
Yeah, but I mean, it would be, yeah.
See, I would justify it. I would justify it, but
I can't.
could justify it. But I would then have to justify it to my wife.
And then
Go,
your
"Hey."
divorce lawyer would call you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And she
that's
gets
exactly
the
it.
tauntaun head in the divorce.
Don't worry, baby, you'll get half.
No, then she gets the entire house.
Yeah. You can
And
keep the tauntaun head.
Yeah.
And-
And give me the house.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's big enough for him to sleep in,
I mean, you do kind of live in a section of Hoth up there,
At times, yes.
at times.
at times, not right now. I'm surprised not right now.
And watch,
Yeah.
Jeremy, tomorrow it's just going to dump all over you for saying that.
It does not. It will. It would never surprise me after into September. Snow doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
No.
It never does. Hell,
Hell,
we've
we've had snow in
on
July.
blizzard here in July.
Yeah.
I went to bed one time. It was green leaves, everything outside. I went to bed, woke up, and it was like snowdrifts.
Yes.
When I was
that was in December last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it was basically I went to sleep. It was no longer than 6 to 7 hours later, and then it's snowdrifts.
And yeah, because we had like what 18 inches of snow almost that night. So that's a foot and a half of snow.
And I was living in Airdrie at the time, which is where Airdrie is basically just a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
A wind just flies all over. So basically all the snow is pushed up against my garage and everything.
I know. I opened my garage door and I had like a wall of snow, like a foot and a half deep.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God I have a truck.
Me too. We don't drive trucks because we don't drive trucks because we want them. We drive trucks because we need them.
Right. But some of us drive Camaros on steroids because it's fun. So, because that's what
I'm eyeballing that new Ford Ranger personally. I have a Dodge Hemi, like I have a Dodge, 5.7 quad cab, but I'm ready for. I want to downsize a little bit, and I don't need anything crazy. I'm still gonna get the 4x4, but I don't need that kind of engine. I'm not hauling a boat or anything, so it'll be nice.
I've got a Ford SUV, so that's a 4x4. So
yeah.
What's
up, Ian?
My truck is the 2019 GMC Sierra AT4. So it's got the factory 2-inch lift, and then I went and I thought, if I'm gonna do this, I might as well go and get the 6.2 liter V8, which is the Camaro SS engine.
That's a beast, man.
So, oh yeah.
How are you, Ian? What's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening?
You made it for once. The last time Ian made it, I think we were on for like 3 minutes, and then I ended the stream.
Okay, he's here. Time to wrap up, guys. Have a nice.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, come on now.
Oh no, not again!
Hey, I've done it too. I came on. I came on to a stream just like literally. You guys just ended. I came on. It was just like, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's good. All right. Well, that's it.
and
thanks for
we
playing,
lost,
folks.
We lost Aaron from Lightsaber Sanctuary. I think his phone just died.
Yeah, his phone was like.
Man. Oh.
His phone was a victim of Order 66.
Yes, it was. So now that we've got a good portion of the guys in the room, Mike, are you still there, even though you're no camera, no mic? No Mike. I'm guessing he's not.
He might be doing dad stuff.
Yeah.
Probably doing dad stuff. Probably beating his kids with a lightsaber. Go to
or
bed.
Getting beat.
Or getting
maybe.
Beat, yeah.
Yeah.
He had to do what must be done.
Dude.
Right. There he is. There he is.
Do what must be done.
What happened?
I was killing the younglings.
We were wondering if you were beating your kids or they were beating you with a lightsaber. we weren't sure which.
No. Have to go take care of something.
The attempt on his life has left him scarred and deformed.
Yes, basically.
Right. That's what happens when you drink the unsweetened tea.
Yes.
Not just the men, but the women.
The women and children, too.
Like animals.
Oh, yeah.
I hate them.
That was like the whiny Anakin.
that was the whiny episode 2. You wanted to punch him
I
in the
really
face,
hope,
Anakin.
dude, I cannot wait to see Hayden back on live action, man. I am so
Looking forward to
pumped to
that.
see what they do with him.
Oh, I can't wait.
The only thing that's going to make me more excited than that or equivalent is if they give Sam Witwer Star Killer live action.
Oh, of course.
And a close second, Cal Kestis, Cameron Monaghan.
Hey, I'll take Sam
that's gotta
Witwer
happen.
doing live action Darth Maul.
God.
At least the voice
Oh.
anyway.
What a cool idea. See, I actually hadn't thought of that, but that would be, I think he could pull it off.
He did.
For live action?
Well, he did the voice of Darth Maul.
No. I know he's the voice. I'm saying
but we're talking like actually do
like
Darth
live
Maul
action.
Oh, you
on
want to
live
see his
action,
face?
like makeup and the whole.
No. Ray Park was the actor, but Sam Witwer did his voice. I'm saying I think Sam Witwer could be live action too.
Yeah, we're saying
because he's younger.
We're saying ditch Ray Park altogether and make Sam Witwer.
No. Like I still like it. Do it in two ways. Like the timeline in which the age that Ray Park is, let Ray Park be Maul, right? Because he's that age, right? But if they do like a timeline where it's younger Maul, like in the Clone War era after the getting cut in half debacle, let it be like Sam Witwer, perhaps, because he's younger. Ray Park is, he's getting older, but I still don't want them to get rid of him. I think they can still tell stories. Like for instance, you could have Ray Park as Maul and Ewan as Obi-Wan when they meet up in the desert and he finally kills him, like in Rebels, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? The twin? I forget the name of the episode. Twin Sons or something.
Yeah.
They could have Ray Park be him during that, and then like if we're going to the Clone War timeline where he's a lot younger, let it be Sam Witwer. I think it'd be cool. Give him a shot.
What was that fan film that came out by those? I think it was some bunch of Norwegian guys. There was that guy who played Maul in that.
He did really good.
Fan film did really good.
He did really good. Yeah. But Cameron Monaghan, Cal Kestis, live action, please bring back Sam Jackson and give me Sam Witwer as Galen Merrick, live action, for the love of Jeebus. Do it.
So I agree. I think other than Hayden coming back in multiple shows, which is awesome, we need more Sam Jackson.
I want him to come back. I don't care what anybody says.
I want to see Sam Jackson in Book of Boba Fett.
It's literally like my sound font that I built, Dark Mace. I'm still alive, mother. I want to see him come back and chop some people up.
I honestly don't see
they won't say the profanity, but
What's the first? What someone said? The first rule of any movie: if they don't actually die on screen,
they didn't die.
Dead.
And they brought back Maul, for goodness sake. They killed him. They killed Palpatine, and they made excuses for both of them. They killed Boba Fett, and they made excuses, right? You saw Boba Fett die. You saw Maul get chopped in half, and they still did it. So Mace Windu should be easy.
You didn't actually see Boba Fett die. You just saw him get swallowed by
it's a Sarlacc pit with spiky teeth and come on. Like they never intended on him to be accepted as a cool character until after the fact.
But if you do remember them explaining the Sarlacc pit, it says you'll be digested over 1,000 years. So you got some time.
I'm sorry. Those are just instances where I'm like, they meant to kill them, but the character ended up being so popular that they had to retcon the whole thing.
Yep.
I don't know if I don't know if it's just fair to do that with Palpatine in Episode 9, but I'm not going to complain because again, it's Ian McDiarmid, and I'll always please, that's great. But they didn't expect Boba Fett to be popular, back in the day. They didn't. It was a throwaway.
Boba Fett was a side character.
Yeah,
and he was a side character to sell toys, and it was a really cool toy. And then basically that was it.
If you go and watch the the special that they put out on Disney Plus, Under the Helmet.
Mhm.
Boba Fett was originally that white costume, and
Yeah, I saw that.
they were
Mhm.
supposed to make about 100 of them because he was supposed to be that costume was supposed to be an elite version of a stormtrooper, and they didn't have the money to do it, so they just painted it really cool and turned it into a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So
But that's the thing is,
it's not
a lot of
something
those
that they
things,
created to sell toys. It was
every single one of those after the first season, after the first one, they all became about toys. The marketing for Star
Well, yeah,
Wars
because George Lucas
was
very
crazy.
geniusly bought the rights to everything.
Brilliant when it came to that.
Oh yeah, he bought the right and no one thought it'd be worth anything, so he got them on the cheap. He got the rights to it for almost nothing, and lo and behold, billions.
Oh yeah,
billions.
right.
It was basically his license to print money right there.
Yeah, and he still has it.
even before he sold the rights to Star Wars to Disney, his like great grandkids would never have to work if they didn't want to.
No.
And then he went and sold everything to Disney, and like
No, he sold it for what, $4 billion in 2012, and then he donated that $4 billion to charity because he had so much money he literally didn't need $4 billion. He didn't even need it. Yeah, he's like he's stupid loaded. Yeah, and he still he still contracts and has been contracting with Disney, so he still brings in tons of money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there was a
It's like for
revenue
life.
stream thought up when he sold it off to Disney. He's like, hey, it may have sold for whatever $billion, but there's probably a clause in there, plus 5% of whatever it makes.
Perpetuity for life.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
as long as they
why
make Star Wars or Indiana Jones or any of those characters that he's created.
Star Wars is the biggest brand like in the whole freaking world or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, it's
close,
like
yeah.
it's. I mean, it definitely in sci-fi. Easy. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad that he sold it for only for the sense of scalability, right?
It's
a franchise that needed to grow beyond him. You know,
well, he sold it to He sold it to a company that was going to do something with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. They have the capital to scale it. You know,
other than his prequels and selling toys for the prequels, he was doing nothing with it.
No,
right? Like it was the prequels, and then he did an Indiana Jones. Well, now you've got, because of him selling it off. Look, we got 5 movies so far? Yeah, 5 movies. We've got multiple TV shows. We have a Willow TV show apparently in the works.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's not apparently in the works. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Oh, they're already like post-production or something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Found something.
Is somebody playing Gary Ripper's theme music right now? I can hear it. Who the freak is playing? I knew it. I know that song. Like, who's playing Rip's theme song?
And as soon as you said Gary Ripper, I'm like, oh, that's what that is.
I just didn't do the little intro dance that Rip does whenever he gets on.
Well, you have to go off the screen and like come up from the bottom like.
And then you got to look at the camera and be like, "Hey, man."
Yeah.
Well, you have to come in not even facing the camera. You come up like.
So Jeremy, it is official, and it's 8 episodes. And
8 episodes of Willow.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wallet is ready.
It is Warwick Davis.
Oh man.
I've had Disney Plus. I'll continue to keep it, man. It's always
same.
a nice,
And
that's just
the The chick
I tell
that
you what.
played Memphis Nest in Solo and Carly Morgenstein or Morgenthau from Falcon and
Oh,
Winter
she was also
Soldier.
in Falcon and the Winter Soldier too.
Yeah,
Charlie
she's in it.
Mhm.
She's in it, and the guy that plays Flash Thompson in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies is in it. In Willow.
Oh, really?
Lord.
Yeah. So it should be good.
Okay. Okay.
I'll tell you
so
what, I'm gonna have to reactivate
what's
my
her name?
Netflix
Kelly
account.
Morgenstein. Morgenstern or whatever. Okay, so
her actual
does
name is Erin Kellyman.
Oh, okay. I wonder if she's actually like. I'm just wondering. I'm just sitting there going, okay, who in that series had red hair?
In what series?
In Willow, there
Willow.
was two characters that had red hair.
Who had red hair?
Yeah, the chick that Val
Oh,
Kilmer in.
Sorsha.
Sorsha
had red hair, and she was hot.
And Elora Danan.
And Elora Danan had red hair.
Yeah,
I'm the
but
father of
she's
2
playing-
children, and you never ever give a baby black root. Well, my mother raised us on black roots. Good for you. Puts hair on your chest, doesn't it? Sticks.
She's a princess. She doesn't need hair on her chest.
Well,
her name is not Sticks.
I keep forgetting that Kevin Pollak was in that movie. Right?
Yes.
I keep forgetting that he was in that movie, and I was like, it blew my mind because I rewatched. I'm like, that's Kevin Pollak.
You know, the guy who plays Kale reminds me very much of Mr. Sato from Karate Kid 2. Because all the 2 guys do is just yell a bunch of one-liners. Like, Sato was, Miyagi, fight me, coward! And then Kale is like, destroy the beast, find the baby. That's all.
Exactly. And it's all behind a mask, too. It's like, like the guy who's even driving
Get him!
He doesn't even have to say anything. He's just like,
No, bar none though. Seriously, like dude, I was like, what, 7 when that movie came out, and still the most impressive part of that entire movie is when freaking Mad Mardigan does that behind the back sword parry and just catches Kale right in the gut with that sword, and the matching and the music with it. Oh God, like that needs to happen in Star Wars. Seriously, that was just that was so beautiful.
I'm sorry, who did not want to go down a snowy ice field on a shield?
That was
I was like, I wanted to do that. I'm like,
well,
where is the nearest ice field I can go?
That's patented Lucas chase scene, you know.
I know.
And when you have that, and then Chevy Chase on the lubed up saucer dish, National Lampoons in your childhood, you did dumb shit like that.
Later, dude.
Like legit, you did stuff
funny.
like that.
And we wonder why we broke bones and stuff.
But
I'm going down on this thin metal sled.
The great thing about our generation was we didn't have the internet to prove that any of it happened.
No, we didn't.
So thank God for that one.
The difference between it now and then is, then it was you get on the saucer, you go down, you jump 20 feet. It's only you and your friends that know what happened. Now it's, hey guys, I'm going to be going down this thing on a saucer disc, and then you get the video of him halfway down and hitting the jump, and then the camera goes tumbling off. You don't get to see anything else.
Right.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
make some kind of meme out of it.
What is that?
Somebody took a picture of Sam Witwer and did him up as Darth Maul.
Dude, that's sick.
Oh,
Wait.
dude.
Put that on blast.
Dude, they need to do it. They have to.
That is awesome.
I mean,
As
I
soon
love
as
Ray
you
Park,
mentioned that, I'm
but-
like, I knew I seen it somewhere, and I found it. I'm like, I have to share this before
Dude,
Link
he
dips
would.
out. I had to.
I mean, he's the voice, and he's younger, and they could use the timeline between getting cut in half up till probably the end of season 7, Clone Wars.
They
And
could do that whole thing from the end of season 7 to him showing up in Rebels.
Well, the only thing about Rebels is he would be just about as old as Obi-Wan, and I don't know if there's anything written about Dathomirian physiology and how they age. That aside from that, I wouldn't be upset if they use Sam Witwer for Maul in any capacity at all. I would be so happy for that.
Right.
I doubt he'd turn it down either.
Oh no, dude, he would jump on it, guaranteed.
yeah,
exactly.
Sam Witwer, anything to be back in Star Wars. That guy
And
loves
if
the
he gets
character.
offered a live action role, whether it be for Starkiller or Maul or both, dude, you know he is. And I feel like they're sitting on it. I really do, because
I hope they hear
here's the
us
thing
right
about
now.
Sam Witwer. That dude's a freaking vampire. He doesn't age.
Well,
I
Like-
remember watching a interview he told about when he was in on a table read for I think it was for him taking over like Maul as the voice, and he was at a table read with Ashley Eccleston sitting right next to him, and they're talking about this whole thing, and I guess he interrupted the table read to tell Dave Filoni that he got the timeline wrong or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
And
he's
Dave Filoni took one look at his thing, goes, "Oh crap, I did." To which Ashley Eccleston looks at him and says, "I have never seen someone out Star Wars Dave Filoni."
yeah, no,
Yeah,
Sam
he's, like,
Witwer is a freaking
knowledgeable.
encyclopedia of Star Wars. Like big time.
Mhm.
Like that
And
dude
there's-
knows more trivia than anyone.
And there's so many videos of him doing Star Wars voice acting stuff circulating around right now for them not to be doing something. Fours don't leave yet. Brandon, don't leave yet.
All right, I gotta get so.
Okay, so I'm gonna call the stream here. Thanks everybody for watching. On behalf of Syndicate, Ninja Jedi Order, Forze, Moon's Custom Armory, Link, and Gentleman Jedi, and myself, Jedi Knight Jeff. May the Force be with you, and have a wonderful night.
Yeah.